All right, we are back at it again. Yes, sir. We ain't even got started yet.
Man, listen, it's early.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good, brother.
Look, I know I said it about the last episode, but I really mean it this time.
Okay, all right.
We got a viral legend in the building.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, let's go ahead and get this thing started. So I am
jump right in.
your boy. I'm Lucius, by the way, of Loophole Beats. We got my good brother here, brother J Ell Groove.
Tis I.
We got the beautimous Professor Mel Will.
Hey.
And we got a great guest. This guy, he comes with no filters whatsoever. So I hope y'all ready for it.
This was gonna be tough, man.
Yeah, we got my good brother Donald Johnson.
The homie, clap it up for him one time.
Man, thank y'all for having me, man. I so appreciate it, man. Glad to be here, man. I'm excited. Man.
Already, thank you for coming.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Nice. So let's start before we get into the tea. Let's start from the beginning. So Donald, how was you introduced into playing music or being a musician?
Man, my dad. Back in not Memphis, I'm from Kansas City. So
Okay.
back in Kansas City, our church, my dad was the director for the choir.
Okay.
And he was kind of the drummer too. And so you know how drummers are, little kids. They want to just play offering. Play invitation. I'll play anything. I'll take whatever I can get. So that's how I really got started playing my church back home in Kansas City at Bethesda Missionary Baptist Church.
Okay.
Family church. Where my dad's side of the family went there and my mom's side of the family went there. And so that's how they met. At the same church.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so that's how I came about.
Okay.
I'm a crossbreed of Jameson and Johnson. My uncle always say that. He's a nut, but yeah.
Okay.
Call me a crossbreed.
So
Everybody got one of them.
you saying you from Kansas? So
Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas.
Oh yeah.
Kansas is
Kansas
the state.
City.
Yeah,
Okay,
Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
Because there's the Kansas City, Kansas, and then it's the Kansas City, Missouri. I'm Kansas City, Missouri.
So
KC Mo.
Yeah, KC Mo.
I'm curious, what is the music scene? Is it kind of a strong music scene in that area, or
Kansas City it's growing now, but when I was younger, it was more like a jazzy kind of scene. Not really like a top 40, you know what I'm saying? Not really like a heavy pop scene. It was just more like a jazz.
Yeah, a lot of jazz heavy hitters came out of.
Yeah, it's just like real smooth, like light jazz, standard type stuff. It wasn't really like no top 40 bands and all that kind of stuff. Now, as the years have gone on, then they're definitely doing it now though.
Okay, nice. So what ended up bringing you to Dallas?
Man, I was married.
So sorry to hear that.
Yeah. The key word is was. I was married.
Oh man.
Man, I was in Memphis. I moved to Memphis to live with my dad. And that's where I met my wife at the time. She's from Arkansas, and so she had family in Memphis that went to our church because my dad's a pastor. And so we had her sister and brother-in-law went to our church, and that's her brother-in-law used to cut my hair.
Okay.
So that's how I was at their house and met her.
Okay.
So then, we were together for a while and got married, and then man, one day I was like, they made me mad at the church, bro. And I was like, man, I'm sick of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
tired of this church.
Yeah, and so she kept getting offers to relocate us. But I was like, man, you get comfortable, bro. You don't want to leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, nah, I like it here. I don't want to go nowhere, man. And one day, bro, they just pissed me off. And I was just like, man, look, whatever your job offers, just take it. I said, I don't care where it is. I was like, that's how bad I was ready to leave.
Okay.
I was like, whatever it is, just take it. I was like, I don't care where it's at. Sign the papers and then tell me where we going.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't think she was gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she actually did it. And so she was like, she called me and said, hey, they made me an offer. She's like, I took it. I'm like, oh, damn, you did? Like, why you didn't tell me? You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm like, you should have talked to me first. But I'm like, well, I did say whatever it was. And she was like, I said, well, where is it? She was like, Cedar Hill, Texas. I was like, man, what is that?
Yeah.
I was like, so I got mad for a second. So I'm like, man, why would you pick that? Like, I figured you would use some sense and be like, pick somewhere like that we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? What is a Cedar Hill, Texas? Where is that? She was like, please calm down.
You thinking it's like a small little town?
I'm like, man, you finna send us get hung out. You finna send us to nowhere. And so she was like, it's Dallas. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I switched it up just that fast. I was like, oh, shit, okay, cool. Yeah. And so, yeah, that was back in 2011. And
so around what age is this?
I moved here when I was 25, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 25 when I moved here. And this was back in 2011. And then we got a divorce in like 14, 15. And yeah, I stayed. We both just stayed here, man.
Man,
yeah, we both just stayed here,
So,
bro.
so back in Memphis, and I know it was a bit of a culture shock going from as far as like the music scene going from Kansas to Memphis, because Memphis, that's like a whole nother gorilla, man.
Yeah.
First of all, were you gigging professionally in Memphis?
Yeah, that's where I really kind of got like they say, get your feet wet. The old folks say get your feet wet. That's where I really was kind of like really getting going. I bought my first drum set as an adult because I hadn't had a drum set since I was like 4. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have no drums. I'm trying to gig. I'm using a church drum. Like, I'm taking the drums.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So
we all been there.
I had a key to the church, man. So, I had a gig, and I would hurry up and take the drums out.
That grind is serious,
man.
Boy.
Bro, it's real. But people don't get it, bro. They don't understand that. They just see you on the stage. They don't realize, them the church drums. Like, so I would go and get the drums out the church. And
Sunday morning, why do these drums smell like smoke?
Yo.
Tell you, man.
Like, I would have to take the take the pillow out because that would hold the smell of the smoke. You know what I'm saying? From being in the clubs and outside or whatever. Yeah. And like after the gig was over, I'm running back to the church and setting everything up before Sunday morning. Yeah. And then go home, sleep for a couple hours, and then turn around like ain't nothing happened.
That is funny.
So, bro. So I was doing like on Beale Street. Beale Street is real big. Beale Street. I was playing on Beale Street quite a bit, man. And
I went to Beale Street, man. Beale Street ain't as
yeah.
First of all, Beale Street is popping. Beale Street is popping. It's like it's think about like kind of like Elm Street.
Yeah.
In Deep Ellum. The only thing about it is I was out because I would always see it in like one of my all-time favorite movies, The Soul Man. You know what I'm saying? So and then I would see like I think Drake did a video. He was on Beale Street, stuff like that. So I always thought just Beale Street was just this super long ass street. It's like, bro, Beale Street
like
is a block.
Blocks.
And that's it. I'm like, man,
like that's it.
It's just a lot going on within them 2 blocks.
Okay. They blocked the street off. Everybody, but
and then the FedEx Forum was like right there on the end of it. So it's just kind of like a bunch of traffic, and there's music everywhere throughout Beale Street, which is what makes it. And so that's what I was doing. I was hustling, bro. I've done gigs, man. Like when I say I earn my dues, bro, that's the part the younger guys really ain't getting these days, dog.
Talk about it.
Bro, I used to play for just tips. Man. Like not even a set pay. You know what I'm saying?
Grind, boy.
Just like tips, man. Like they would put a bucket outside. They would give one of them big old paint buckets. And man, you just playing and as they feel. It was we try not to take no breaks. We don't want to lose the crowd. So playing for 4 hours straight, bro. I've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's been my thing. And man, sometimes some days are good, some days aren't so good. You know what I'm saying? And then having a wife and kids at the time, it's just like
it's real.
What the fuck? You ain't bringing enough home. I'm just like, yo, man, like. Just hold on. I'm getting there. I gotta start somewhere.
Right.
I can't just wake up and be doing. What I'm saying?
So at this time, was you doing just full-time music, or was you working another job?
I was not, bro. I was Man, I was really trying to find my way, bro. Like most of us do at that age, man. You know what I'm saying? Really shouldn't have been married, first of all.
Yeah.
Didn't have any reason to be married. You know, just doing it for other people, and you know, we can get into that later.
Yeah.
But man, I was in and out of jobs. Like, you know how you want to work because you need the money to support a family, but your passion is tugging at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, your passion is pulling on you, but reality is pulling on you too. You know what I'm saying? And then the church wasn't really paying me crap. I was getting $75 a Sunday at church. You know what I'm saying? And so it was kind of like, bro, I gotta do something. Like, I can't just play here. Like, my dreams are calling me, man. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just sit here and play at the church for $75 every Sunday. And so then that's when I started, you know, just gigging and going and listening to guys, hauling drums for guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got you. You know, just being a roadie. You know, just trying to be around it. And eventually, hey, I need a sub. Can you do it? I'm on it. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? So getting the little jobs here and there, working at Walmart, you know, working at Dollar General, you know what I'm saying? Just enough to try to keep the food on the table and keep the lights on, man. Like, I can't work at Walmart no more. I tried to work overnight, you know what I'm saying? Man, what did I do that for, bro? I fell asleep on the way home driving from Walmart.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, bro. It was tough. I shouldn't have been doing it.
Yeah.
It was a Sunday. It was a Saturday into Sunday morning. And so I was going to go home, change clothes, and then just go straight to church. You know, that was the grind. Just go home, change clothes. So I was on my way home, bro. And I don't know why I did this anyway. Like, to this day, I still don't know why. So I'm driving home, bro. I let the seat back.
To get more comfortable?
Oh, man.
Right. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it sounds so stupid when I say it. Like, I'm just like, why the hell did I do that? And bro, it was a big median, bro. And I woke up and I was on the opposite side of the street.
Oh,
in the oncoming traffic.
Ooh,
and it was like 6 or 7 cars. It was a Sunday, so lucky it was light traffic.
Yeah.
But it was like 6 or 7 cars, and they just stopped. Like, they would just stop. And I'm sitting there. I woke up. I was like, damn. I'm like, whoops.
Whoops.
So I just went in and busted a U-turn in traffic.
All right. Whoops.
I was like, oh man. I just heard like
So
horns.
right.
You just hear horns blowing. I was like, I'm like, damn.
Like, what's their problem?
Like, what is going on? I'm like,
That is funny.
Bro, I was dreaming and everything, bro. I was out, dog.
That boy said he was
I should not have been doing that, bro. Overnight is just not for me, bro.
I kind of want to unpack something you said
Yeah,
earlier,
go ahead.
man. So about that grind starting out because
Yeah, bro.
Cause, you know, like, you know, we give game on here too, man, and a lot of younger cats need to really hear. You know, because and I love what you said earlier because one of my issues with the scene is the sense of entitlement.
Oh, hell,
You feel what I'm
man.
saying? Like, you know, just feeling like without earning anything, just feeling like they can
Because
just
who you are, you think, bro.
who you are, even who you know, you can just go on anybody's stage and you know play this gig for this certain amount, you know, stuff like that.
Bro.
So you know, in the scene in Memphis, you was like people like you was setting up people drums, loading, unloading, stuff like that.
Yeah, bro. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That was kind of like your gateway into. You know what I'm saying?
And it was just word of mouth, man. It was like the guys just being around. You know what I'm saying? And I even did it when I got here. Like even though I was 25 and already been playing in Memphis, bro, this a whole new city. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know me here. You know what I'm saying? I can't just walk in and be like, yeah, I played on Beale Street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like,
What's
what
that?
is that? Like, I don't
Right.
care. Like, you know what I'm saying? So even here, bro, I just being around guys or just listening to music and just making friends and just talking to people. Hey,
Networking.
Yeah, just really like that's really my big thing, bro. My wife at the time, she did not like that because it came with a lot of smiles and a lot of women and laughter and the hugs and all that, like a lot of friendliness. You know what I'm saying? But it was genuine for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really like, because I know that's what it takes to actually.
That's a part of it.
You know what I'm saying? To actually get to the next level and actually be kind to people and actually really just be nice and actually smile to people. You know, I'm like, yo, my smiles ain't just to get in nobody's draws. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually a nice person. Like, I actually want to just meet people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually like interacting with other musicians and meeting new people and just hearing their stories. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's how I got on there at the Potter's House when I moved here. So I got here in 2011, and 2012, I was playing at Potter's House.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
And that was the same thing I was doing. I didn't want nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? I was just there. I'm like, shit, we live around the corner.
Right.
Like, yeah, let's go. Our second week here, I was, we sat in the back. And, you know, you just want to go just to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just check it out. You see it on TV. And John Lawson was the drummer. The drummer now for Emerald City.
Okay.
And so, and he's a big part of me doing cover bands too. But he was the drummer, and I was just like, man, I can't really hear the drums. I'm like, I can see him killing it up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't hear no toms. And so I was like, man, I'm gonna tell him after the service is over. I'm like, hey man, they need to turn you up, bro. Like, what? And so, you know, he got that Philly accent. So I went up there, and man, I'm telling you, it was all God. Like, cause now you can't even walk up there. Like, well, then you couldn't walk up on the stage unless you had like a pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here I am, I walk right past security like they wasn't even there and just walk straight up to him. And he's like, yo, man, what's up, bro? I play drums too. I'm like, yo, I'm DJ. He's like, yo, what up, man? I'm from Philly. My name's Jay. You know what I'm saying? Call me J Law. And so I'm like, I said, hey, man, they need to turn your drums up. Like, I can't hear you. He's like, yeah, man, I just moved here, you know, last week.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, for real? Like, I just moved here last week.
That's when they first.
That's when they first got here.
Thad,
no, not that. It was Kevin Arthur. A guy named Kevin Arthur was on bass.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, man, I just moved here from Philly. Man, you know, that's my brother-in-law on Oregon. And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, this is my man Kev. He came down here too. I was like, I just moved here last week.
Right.
He was like, yo, you hoop? I'm like, yeah, nigga, I ball. I'm like, yeah, nigga. He's like, you eat? I'm like, bro, come on, fam.
Obviously.
I'm like, come on, dog. Like, come on, man. Like, look at me, bro. Like, I was like, bro, some of my favorite drummers are from Philly. He's like, yeah, I'm from Philly. I'm like, yeah. Like Lil John Roberts and Brian Fraser Moore. I'm like, bro. He was like, yo, that's my man, yo.
Spanky.
I'm like, yo. He was like, yo, they're my boys. I'm like, bet. He's like, yo, let's link up. And like, it was just a genuine connection. Like, it wasn't no a hidden agenda. You know, like, I'm finna take this nigga job. You know, like, I want his spot. You know, it wasn't none of that, bro. We was actually just going to 24-hour fitness every week, almost every day. Because, you know, I just got here, so I ain't really had no job.
Right.
He was at the church, so he really was open during the daytime, bro. And we was just going to hoop at 24-hour fitness. And we would go eat pizza at this place called Brooklyn's. Because he was in Arlington, and I was in Duncanville. So we was like right off of 20. We was on the opposite ends of 20. So we, bro, and I ended up just going like to rehearsals. So after rehearsals, they rehearsed during the daytime. After rehearsals, we going to hoop. You know what I'm saying? Or we going to get some pizza. And I was just hanging. Like, I didn't even try to ask them about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was just there listening to them rehearse. And then a guy named David, who was over the Casa de Fe service. They had a Spanish service about lingo, like down in their youth church area. He's like, hey, man, we need a drummer. He's like, hey, man, your boy, he play, right? He's like, yeah. He's like, yo, you think he would want to do it? He's like, I don't know. I asked him. You know, because I wasn't never on, yo, if you know anybody, bro, hit me up. Like, if you know, I didn't say none of that shit. It was just, I'm just here to hang. And then he was like, yeah. He's like, I can ask him. He called me. He's like, hey, man, they need a drummer for Casa de Fe. I was like, what is that? It means house of faith in Spanish. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'll do it. I ain't got nothing to do. He's like, He's like, you just have to volunteer for a little bit. And I was like, bro, I'm not playing anywhere. I ain't doing nothing. And so then that's how I got on over there. And then that's when I met Patrick Wright. Who played with Tamla Man. I met with him.
Dude, we got to get on the podcast.
Oh man, shout out to him, bro. His father just passed. Man. Shout out to you, Pat. Love you and your family, bro. But yeah, man, that's how I met him. He was on organ. Tree was on organ, and Pat was on piano. And that's how I met them guys. He's like, man, you ain't playing nowhere on Sundays? I'm like, no. He's like, huh? I was like, well, I mean, you know, I'm just here, so I mean, if I leave the church, you know, I ain't doing nothing. He's like, what do you play? He's like, I play with Tam. I was like, oh, cool, that's what's up. I'm like, who y'all drummer? He'll tell you, not one time I ever been like, man, shit, let me get a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me give it a try.
That's not how you do it, man.
But there are niggas that will do it though.
That's how they'll definitely do it. But it's like, bro, you gotta understand, man. Even when it comes to networking and stuff like that, it's one thing to make yourself available. It's another thing to try to legit steal somebody's slot. And you gotta understand people who do that. We talk. we talk, man. like try, you know, not necessarily on no messy stuff, but it's like, hey, man, we talk, man. We talk to each other.
Yeah.
And it's like that word gonna get out there. Hey, watch buddy.
Absolutely.
Watch buddy.
And like, bro, me and him have been friends since the day we met.
Yeah.
Like even to this day. Like and not once have I ever been like, hey, bro, can I get a shot? You know what I'm saying? Yo, give me a chance. You know what I'm saying? It ain't.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah, when he needs drums, hey, can you do this gig? Yeah, I can be there. Or I'm out of town. Hey, you out of town this week? Yeah, I can make it. Or I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a genuine friendship, and that's what I love him. He invite me to their concerts, rehearsals. I'm just sitting back there chilling.
Yeah,
I ain't in Tam face. Ooh, can I? You know, or in that man. No, bro. It's just genuine, and that takes you much further
For sure.
and it makes the person that puts you in that position. Look better too, you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't like, yo, who this nigga you bring? Yo, whose man's is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that. Like, yo, who's this? Like, hey, bro, keep your people at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bring nobody. It wasn't none of that, bro. I've been going to their shows for years.
Man.
Nobody would ever know because I don't never say nothing about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. Like, and when they see me, they like, hey, I done said Nathan Tam just like this during rehearsals while she conducting rehearsals. Bro, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you need me. Maybe I ought to do this song.
I'm right here.
Right. She's even had conversations like, hey, she's like, oh, I want to do this song. I say, you should. She's like, yeah, I know we got so many songs. Bro, it's just conversation. Like, she's not in fear for her life. Like, who is this nigga here?
Right.
Or I remember him from last time. Keep him away. Nah, bro. All of them just genuine people, man. And that take you much further, man, than trying to force your way into something, bro.
Yeah, let it happen organically.
It happens organically, and that's why, man. It was niggas mad at me, bro, for playing at Potter's house when I got here, dog. Like it was,
because they was expecting that. Because
like
that spot.
You skipped the line,
bro. Like it was cats mad, man.
But that's just a testament to, you know what I'm saying, you doing it the right way.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
I'm like, man, I didn't understand it at first. I'm like, these niggas mad at me for? I don't even know you, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just got here.
Not realizing that was the problem. Like,
Right.
You just got here.
Trying to get that spot, man.
And they thinking that I was just like,
I know how to hoop. I like pizza.
And man, they was thinking that I was just like, I just came in and bogarted my way in. You know what I'm saying? That is not how it happened at all. Cause this one girl, I was doing a gig with somebody that I met, and this girl, she was like, where you play? I said, well, and I'm just saying it casually. I said, well, I just started over at the Potter's House Church. Cause I don't know if everybody knows. And I was just like, I started at the Potter's House Church. She was like, oh, okay. She was like, the Potter's House. She's like, how you get on over there? I was like, damn, why you asking me like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what?
Play drums?
I'm like, damn, did you want the gig? and so she was just like, I said, well, I don't know. They just asked me. I'm like, that's how they called and asked me. I was like, what's the problem? She was like, I'm just saying, there's people that's been here that can do the job too. I was like, oh, okay. Well,
Well,
would
why
you
are they
like,
there
would you like
now?
me to let them know? I can pass their name on.
Right.
Like, they may not want me because I'm just volunteering right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I only volunteered for like a month, and then it was like, Jamar Jones was the one that was like, hey man, they ready to send you an offer letter to play at the church, and so they started paying me $450, and I was like, they was like, is this gonna be enough for you?
Is that gonna be enough?
75 to 450 is.
I was like,
It's like, bro, I was getting paid $75.
I was
You
like,
don't know my story.
hey, like,
Right.
and I'm just like, offer letter, like, what? It's like $450. I was like, to play the drum. I was like, I just gave it to my wife. I was like, it's $450. I was like, yeah, right. And she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take it. Like, and the good thing about it, man, the service started at 2:00.
So you were able to go ahead
exactly. So I could pick that up.
Yeah.
And so once I did that, I started playing at the Verge, which is right across the street from the Potter's house. Well, it's not the Verge now, but back
I
then,
remember.
it was the Verge, and I was playing across the street.
You had a nice situation. Everybody by each other.
Beautiful.
It was
That is a
perfect, bro.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I played at
That
the
was very
Verge.
convenient.
I played at the Verge in the morning, and then went across the street and played at the Potter's house at 2:00. Yeah, those hours. And not only that, I was talking about the grind, bro.
Yeah.
I was still working at Lowe's.
Okay.
I got a job working at Lowe's, the early shift, dog. Monday through Friday, I was doing 4 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Just a couple hours stocking the shelves in the morning, whatever. And going to school at the same time at Cedar Valley.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
With the full family.
Yeah, with a wife and 2 children, bro.
That's some serious grinding.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. When I got here, bro, it was just full steam ahead. I had that motivation. You know, I was glad I was out of Memphis. It was a new city, and I couldn't just pick up where I left off because nobody knew me. So I really had to have more than one situation going on. And man, the Lord just worked it out for me, man, and just kind of let me know that this is where I needed to be. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice.
Yeah, and so I am today, man. I mean, it's definitely had some rough patches.
Yeah.
But I always think about how it happened when I got here. Lets me know that I need to stay here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not just pack up and go back home to Memphis or go back to Kansas City, you know what I'm saying? Or go back to where I'm comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stay here and stick it out.
DJ,
God
I
put
got a
you here.
question.
Yeah.
So in that whole process of you migrating with your pilgrimage from your hometown to Dallas, is there anything in that process that you would change? I know you said it was a better situation and you was, making good money or whatever, but out of that whole process, is there anything you would change?
From transitioning to Memphis to Dallas?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll go into real detail, man. I mean, that's what we're here for, right?
We're trying to get to know you.
Yeah. I wish my relationship with my dad was different.
Wow.
I wish, because we left on real bad terms. You know what I'm saying? Like when we left on almost hatred mode. You know what I'm saying? Like that was really the whole reason behind leaving. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this.
Yeah.
Whatever you get, just take it. I'm tired of this. I'm ready to go. I was like, I'm tired of this church. I'm ready to go. Right. It was more than And so that was the situation. And I wish it was a lot different. I wish it would have been a lot more of a loving transition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to animosity or just feeling some type of way about us leaving, because I was there for almost 20 years, man.
Oh, okay.
Like they're celebrating their 30-year anniversary this year.
Oh, wow.
And I left 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So when I left, I was the only drummer they really knew. Because I was at everything.
Okay.
$75 a Sunday, wasn't getting extra for all the revivals. And his nigga, he preaching everywhere.
Right.
He preaching all over the city. He preaching all over the state, and going wherever he go, and I ain't getting nothing extra. I ain't getting no extra money but for this. You know what I'm saying? And this is back when they doing 5-night revivals.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? And he doing 5-night revivals.
So was this like a Culture Church or is it?
No, Oak Grove Baptist Church, bro.
Oh, okay, Baptist.
Yeah, Baptist Church. And man, we doing revivals in these little hole in the wall churches, man. And I'm going because the choir need me. My dad need me. You know what I'm saying? The music department needs me.
Right.
Ain't nobody else we can call on because I'm the only drummer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm neglecting my family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Leaving them at home. And driving back and riding back and forth, wear and tear on the car. You know what I'm saying? We only had one car.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So it was rough because I was a people pleaser at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just wanted to make everybody happy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially him. You know what I'm saying? Because with him being my pops, I'm just like, yo, I got your back. I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so when I finally decided to move, so what led to me having an attitude about leaving? Man, we were going through a rough patch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how musicians struggle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we needed help with I think it was our light bill. And they normally help people with their light bill. Like they have a whole form you can fill out and everything. Put the amount on there, and hey, we'll give you this.
At the church.
Yeah, at the church. We'll give you this, or we'll give you half of it, and just to help you out. So I put the request in and gave it to the church.
Yeah.
And man, them niggas denied they denied our claim. They was just like,
that's not funny, but it is funny.
And I was like,
Me?
What the fuck? That's what
all people.
I said, did I put my name on it?
Yeah.
I was like,
Your name's supposed to mean something.
and, especially there, of all places there. And I'm just like, they denied it. I'm like, what? I was like, man, bro, what the hell? Like, why was it like, we came to you for help. Y'all help everybody all the time.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing new to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, man, you know what? I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah.
Those are my exact words. I was like, man, I'm sick of this shit. My wife, she been she been wanting to leave.
Yeah.
She been wanting to go. Like,
Yeah.
but it was me, the one that was holding on.
Yeah.
You know, don't want to let go and constantly getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know, they say the hardest thing to do is let go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was holding on, still getting hurt.
Yeah.
Thinking that things was gonna change. And man, at that time, I was like, man, you know what, bro? I was like, man, F it. Let's go.
So if you don't mind,
Go ahead, bro.
I have to ask this.
Ask, bro. Go ahead.
I have to ask this.
Go ahead, bro.
So I'm sure after they said nay. I'm sure after they said no, I'm sure you went to your pop like, Pop, what is this?
Right.
What was his reasoning?
Bro,
If you don't mind me
it was
asking.
more just like, I don't know.
Like he didn't have no say.
Yeah, no, and that happened twice. That's why this time I was just like, man,
Yeah.
that's it. Like,
That's crazy. I
I'm
wish
like,
my
bro,
daddy would.
I'm like, man, you the pastor.
Right.
What you mean you don't know?
Well, you know what, and I just kind of recently found this out though. Like with a lot of those Baptist churches, the pastor really don't have a lot of say. It be it be the deacons.
Exactly.
And I just
Exactly what
recently
it was.
found this
That's
out.
exactly what it was, man. And I was just like, bro, but even still,
Yeah.
y'all have done this before,
Yeah,
so why
and you do it for
deny
everybody,
me?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, you know what? Man, bump that, bro. All right, whatever. You ain't got no explanation. Cool. So the first time it happened, that was the second time. First time it happened, I bought me a snare. I bought me a new snare.
Yeah.
I bought me a Mapex, a Black Panther. The Black Panthers was,
My
coming
all-time
out.
favorite
Bro, so
snare.
I bought me a Black Panther,
Yeah.
and I was hyped. I came to the church.
That gold
and,
joint.
The
Yeah.
gold, the honey gold one, the brown one. That's exactly the one I
thing
had,
sick.
bro.
I sold mine too. I hate it. To this day, I hate it.
That's the exact
Yeah.
one I had. And so I can't, like an idiot. I ain't had no bag or nothing. I just had a snare in my hand.
Right.
And so I'm walking into the church, and our minister of music named Josh Bracey. Shout out to Josh. He's a big help in my career too, man. But he plays drums, but he was on organ at the church. And so I was like, hey man, look, I just bought this snare. You know what I'm saying? My dad was there with some guy, like I guess meeting. They were having a meeting, or he was talking about the church or something. And so I'm like, hey man, look what I got. And so Josh was like, yeah, that's dope. He knows, drums or whatever. And so my daddy was like hyping it up. He was like, yeah, that's the Rolls Royce of drums. That's what I was like. Me and Josh was just kind of like, it ain't, it's decent, but it ain't,
It's a great snare, but calm down.
Yeah. And he was like, oh that's the Rolls Royce of snares right there. He said, I tell you what, D. He said, hey, go back there and tell Tony to reimburse you for it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, bet. I'm like, well, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Cool.
Oh no.
So I went back there to Tony. I had the receipt because I just bought it. And so I went to, I think it was either the Memphis Drum Shop or the Guitar Center, one of the two. And I had just bought it, so I had the receipt in my pocket. And it was on like $250, $275, something like that. But that was a big thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Buy your own snare. And so I went back there to Tony. I was like, hey Tony, my dad told me to give you the receipt so y'all can reimburse me for this snare.
Yeah.
He was like, he looked at it, he's like, we ain't gonna be able to do that.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'm like, my daddy said for you to do
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
My daddy
now,
said.
Yeah, my mama said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, my daddy said for you to go ahead and do it. He was like, we can't do it. He was like, we ain't gonna be able to do it. Yeah. I grabbed my receipt. I was like, all right, nigga, I'm gonna go talk to my daddy and tell my daddy what you just said. You know what I'm saying? And so by this time, the guy has gone, and my daddy's in his office. I say, Daddy, Tony won't reimburse me. He told me he can't do it. He was like, well, if they can't do it, then they just can't do it.
Oh wow.
I was like, nigga, what? I was like, bro, your tone has totally changed at this point, dog. I'm like, nigga, are you the same person that was just hyping this motherfucker up? Like, and that's when I realized, I'm like, bro, you was doing this to just impress this nigga that was here. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, bro. I'm like, all right, bet. And so then after that was the first time. But after the second time, I was like, all right, man, I'm out. I'm just whatever, just take it. We gone. And so when I announced that we were leaving, bro, like, So my dad is very generous, and I'm this ain't a bash him moment, but this is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened. And to be honest, just for the record, y'all the first group of people that I've said this like on air publicly.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Yeah, so this is exclusively for y'all, bro.
Right.
When we had first announced we were moving, he's very generous with people. You know, he'll give you money like it's nothing. So anytime somebody relocates or leave the church, go to another city or moving out, whatever, or most like military people, they get shipped somewhere else, he normally asks the church to give an offering. And for, you know, just to bless them, you know what I'm saying? And which is cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, here goes some startup money. Moving costs a lot. We know it's tough. New city, new town, know nobody. We gonna ask the church, and the church always cool with that, you know. So every time somebody,
this is going.
so every time somebody leaves, the church is like, we know what to do. Like it's because this is already who we are. We already know what's going on. Here we go. They come with money. This the Sunday, last Sunday. Bam. Here goes a special offering outside of our regular tithes and offering. So this has gone on for years. You know, and I've seen every last one of them sitting right there, clapping for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Cheering for everybody. Like, yo, hate to see you go, but dang, we at least y'all. My uncle used to call it the Oak Grove Lottery.
Okay.
That's what he would call it. So he would call it the Oak Grove Lottery. And so, man, I've seen people get like, the smallest amount I've seen was $7,000. And that's because we were in a small church at that time. And that was like 2 services. We had a little church. And then we've grown into the bigger church. So now it's like 10 and up. Like I've seen families get 18,000.
They need a praise and worship leader.
I've seen 15. I've seen 15,000.
Not if you need your light bill paid.
Look, I've seen 15,000.
Wow.
Like I've seen 20,000. Like I've seen the people really give because it's a close knit church. You know, even though it's a larger church, like it's a family church. You know what I'm saying? So when people are leaving, bro, we hating to see you go. So we love you for real. So man, he announced that I was leaving, and he was like, well, we got somebody that's gonna leave us. And he announced it, and the church got kind of quiet. Just kind of out of surprise. Like in shock, like, what, nigga? Like, you're actually leaving? Like, and so it was the Sunday, that next Sunday was gonna be my last Sunday. My ex-wife had already left. She was already down here, so it was just me and the girls.
So shortly, you ever seen the Clark Sisters movie? You remember when Twinkie was leaving the mama? Maddie Mouse and Maddie Mouse.
Bro, that's exactly, And so, man, so we were the next Sunday, so everybody knows, you know, hey, next week, we already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
and you kind of sitting there like, all right,
bro,
man, I'm gonna do this with the money.
Honestly, bro, I knew.
You knew not to expect.
I knew not to expect anything.
Really?
Yes, I feel that.
I already knew not to expect anything. And everybody around me was ready because they know this is what's happening. And I was just, the whole time, I was just like, I had no expectation. Like I wasn't even expecting him.
Because everything was just being so bitter.
Everything was always bitter when it came to helping me out or helping my family, like doing anything publicly for my family. So I'm just like, I'm not even, like, I know him more than he knows himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm his right-hand man. Like, I am him, he is me. So I already know what's going on. And so, man, I'm just like, you know, I'm good, bro. Like, everybody was like, he gonna do it. Man, y'all finna get the jackpot. Y'all probably gonna get the biggest one. You know, you the first son. You know, his pastor's son. You know, a drummer. You been here 20 years. Everybody got all these excuses on how much I'm getting. And I was just like, nah, bro. It was like, he's not gonna do it. You know, I'm telling myself and everybody, I'm like, he's not gonna do it. I'm like, y'all might want to chill. And so my homie Sean and his wife, I said, I tell y'all what, if he do it, I said, I'll give y'all $800 a piece. I said, I'll give y'all $800 a piece for y'all to just do whatever you want to do with it. Husband and wife, y'all get $800 a piece. I guarantee I'll give it to you.
That's how sure you
That's how sure I was.
Wow.
I said, I'll give y'all $800. I said, and if he does it, if he don't do it, then y'all owe me a steak dinner before I leave.
Dang, that was very lopsided.
You see what I'm saying? So I said, y'all owe me a steak dinner before I go. Because it was just me. So I'm like, y'all owe me a steak dinner before I leave.
Yeah.
And they was like, bet. You know, they like, all right, bet.
We're getting this $800.
Right, because they were sure that he was going to do it. And so I was just like, man, so Sunday come around, man, and church is almost over. You know, he calls me up before he start preaching.
Yeah.
And so I look up there, I'm like, damn, this nigga finna do it. He called me up to the podium and was like, you know, this is DJ's last Sunday, you know, him and the girls, they'll be gone, you know, they're leaving tomorrow. And he's like, you wanna say anything? I was like, man, I'm gonna miss y'all. I love y'all. You know, I gave him a little speech, you know, I love you guys. I'm thankful for all the time I was here, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And then he was like, well, we're going to go ahead and continue on service. And I went right back to the drums.
Yo.
I went right back to the drums.
Yo.
So I looked at his wife, right? So
all right, we're going to
was-
continue.
So I bet you looked right at them and was like, I told you.
So the man, the
I like
husband,
mine medium well with asparagus tips.
so the husband was in the audio booth and his wife was in the choir stand. And so I turned around, I was just like, So they was kind of like, all right, now he's like, church ain't over. They was like, church ain't over. He's like, he gonna do it at the end. He gonna do it. We ain't even took offering yet. So I'm like, all right, bet. All right, cool. You know, we still here, so there's still time. And so, man,
I'm glad you was able to make a joke out of it though, because that would have hurt me on the cool,
bro.
I'm sure it did.
It did, bro. But I can laugh about it now,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
But
yeah.
so we went on with church, you know, choir sang, he preached, you know. Then they did offering at the end, and so at the end of service, he always walks out the front so he can greet the guests, you know, on the way out, or get members and stuff on the way out, shake hands and all that kind of stuff. And so he called me off the drums, like, don't even play, just come on, man, walk out with me so we can, you know, greet the people on the way out. And he was like, you got anything else you want to say? I was like, nah, man, I'm good.
I said when
I was like, I said the first time. So when he called me, I'm like, damn, he finna do it now. You know, he called me up here again. Clearly he ain't just called me up here for nothing.
Yeah.
Which he did, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, you playing with my emotions now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
he gonna call you up twice?
Right. He called me up twice, bro.
Man.
He called me up twice during that service.
I kind of feel like he was thinking about it.
Yeah,
I feel like that second time he was thinking
being
about it.
petty.
I'm like,
Nah, I
Daddy, that's what it
I
was,
think
bro.
he was
You doing a second time, you been petty, bro.
Yeah.
You playing me now.
Yeah.
You know, now you
Like,
playing
come
with my
on,
you
man.
playing with my emotions now, bro.
Yeah.
Like, cause you already know what you're supposed to be doing. And the people already waiting on you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so he said the prayer, man, and they did the benediction, and we walked out towards the front, and I just stood out there with him and shaking hands with everybody, and they was just, you know, saying goodbye. You know.
So I gotta ask,
Man,
your
it gets
that's
worse.
bogus.
your relationship
worse.
with your relationship with your dad, right?
Uh-huh.
And where you are right now in life.
We don't talk.
Well, dang. I mean, I wasn't gonna ask that.
Oh,
but
okay, my bad.
I was about to say you experiencing all those things, and I'm sorry that y'all don't talk. You experiencing all those
He
things.
said something.
I can't. You experiencing.
Oh, man.
You experiencing all those things. Would you say all of that plays or have played a major part in all of your decisions that you've
Absolutely.
made since you've been here?
Absolutely.
How you treat your kids.
Absolutely.
How you
Absolutely.
move, you know, with different people, all your relationships.
Absolutely, and I'll get to that.
Okay.
It definitely did. It definitely made me who I am now. You know, as far as the hard shell, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a turtle sometimes, you know, hard on the outside, soft on the inside, but I have to keep that exterior like it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody get over on me no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't play me. Like, I can smell BS 4 miles away now. You know what
Even
I'm
with
saying?
your
Like,
business, with you know,
I can smell it a mile away now. Like, I don't take no shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to.
Yeah.
And this is like now, like after feeling that,
Yeah.
like I'll never let it happen again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I'm much more sensitive to my daughter now. You know, I didn't really put it on her when she was younger, but she's 16 now.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's like she want us to spend time with them, or they want to spend time with her, and I'm just kind of like, you got to really look at who's reaching out to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just jump because they say, come on. When's the last time you actually talked to them?
Yeah.
Where they called you? You know what I'm saying? Not you reaching out to them. She called my daddy one time and he wasn't answering, so she's like, hey, me, I called Pawpaw, he ain't answering. You know what she said? She's like, well, he probably don't answer phones, you know, when he don't know the numbers.
That's the best you got?
No.
Why? This your granddaughter. Why your number ain't saved? Why ain't it popping up on you know, grandbaby or granddaughter ain't popping up in your phone, bro? Like, and so she felt that. And so she kind of really started when she realized, like, damn, I'm not even good enough to be in your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now she's kind of starting to see, like, all right, daddy ain't really just making shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is really, like, been through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't just mad at the world. You know, like, there is something going on, or something has actually happened between them. And so man, back to leaving church, bro. So because everybody knows what's going on, some people already brought money. Okay. Like they brought money already.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So this one lady, her name's Aunt Joyce, Miss Joyce Everett. I love you, Aunt Joyce. And
love you, Aunt Joyce.
She used to babysit the girls, man. So she called him out. Like she got on him right there in the church.
Yeah.
That's a
at
good
the door.
one.
You know how the old mothers are. Like
That's
she's
a
one of
good
the
one.
mothers. She said, why you didn't raise no money for him? She said, why you didn't take up no offering? Yeah. He said, oh, hey Joyce, I forgot. She said, you ain't forgot. Ooh. She said, you ain't forgot. She said, this is our baby. She said, we do this for everybody.
Oh, she got on it.
She
let them have it. I love it.
She said, you raise money for everybody else when they leave.
Yeah.
She said, why wouldn't you do it for your own son? He said,
that's what make it crazy.
I know the church candy in her purse was fire.
Bro, she kept the candy.
And all the good candy.
She had like the red ones, the cinnamon sauce. She good people, bro. And so she went, man, she let him have it right there in front. I'm just sitting there like, yep, this nigga ain't forgot. I'm like, get him.
Yeah.
Get him. I'm like, get him. And I just forgot to enjoy. She's like, you ain't forgot.
Yeah.
She's like, you do this all the time.
You called him up there twice.
Yeah, called him up there twice.
She said, we always ready. And she gave me an envelope with $100. She was like, we were all ready. She was like, we were all ready to do what we normally do. And so, man, a lot of people gave me money just, you know, hey, we thought he was going to, here you go anyway. We'll just put it in your pocket. And then, man, this is when I realized that there was something else going on with him. One of the trustees named Monica McGee. She's a cool lady. She's cool people. She's the trustee, so she's either the accountant or the trustee, one of the two, but she handles the money. So she came up to me and gave me an envelope. She's like, hey DJ, this is an envelope from the Deacons Ministry. She's like, it's $500. I'm like, cool. I'm like, thank you. You know, of course, because like I'm saying, like everybody knew what time it was. So she was like, here you go. She's like, it's $500. It ain't much, just from the Deacons Ministry.
It's your light bill money.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, appreciate it, Monica. I was like,
remember that
thank
snare? I was just messing with you. I was just playing, bro.
So I'm like, thank you. And so she's like, hey, Pastor, the Deacon Ministry, we just gave DJ $500. He was like,
oh no.
What? I was like,
oh man,
bro,
in front of you?
We hadn't moved. We're still in the church, right here in the foyer.
Bro,
I would not make this up. If she was here today, she'd tell you. Because her reaction, she was like, she's like, was I not supposed to? Like, is something wrong? Like, was I not supposed to? Jeez. And he was just like, why the hell you do that? Yeah. And I was just like,
probably said the words too, huh?
I was just like,
And it's your dad,
bro.
This is the same person when you asked about reimbursing the snare. He changed when the deacon said.
This is the same person, bro.
Man, that's crazy.
And that's when I knew, bro. I'm like, yo, something has to be going on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, I don't know what I've done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the hell is the problem. Yeah. For you to be okay or have an issue with people looking out for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't hurting you, nigga. Like, it ain't coming out of your pocket. Yeah. And so, man, like, every time it's been that way, like, as far as helping me out, where people know, bro, it was just like, nah, bro. Yeah, so it gets worse. So,
oh man.
so
let it out.
So the
Therapy
next day,
session.
so, right, yo, I'm trying to help. This gonna help somebody, man.
No, real
it's
talk. That's
crazy.
why I asked that question about how is it affecting you
Yeah,
now? Because
it's gonna help somebody, man.
Yeah.
And so the next day, we move and we packed the car up after church. The nigga had the nerve to come over and help load the van, the U-Haul up.
Yeah.
You know, ain't nobody there watching you now. You know what I'm saying? Like now, you know, I'm like, man, whatever. So he follows me to Arkansas.
Okay.
And I stopped and picked up my oldest daughter because she wasn't biologically mine. So we picked her up with her dad. And he was like, hey, man, you know, if you don't want me to go the rest of the way, then I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I got it. Like, I can handle it. You know, I ain't trying to find out, you know, see how y'all living. I'm like, bro, I really don't want to hear shit from you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, well, let me rewind. So my mama, now my mama, dog, she a hood. She hood, dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a beautiful soul. I love you, mama. All right, that's my lady. That's my
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
But my mama will fight in church. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, okay.
She done
Yeah.
whooped some folks in church. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love it.
Like,
I love it.
threw some folks down the
Yeah,
stairs. You know,
yeah.
her and her sister done. You know,
Oh, yeah,
they
she
done
real
handled
with
business.
it.
Yeah.
She real with
So
it,
my
yeah.
mom's a real one, right?
I know, we just laying hands, baby.
Yeah. Like my mama, she don't do the
Literally.
disrespect. Like she don't do the disrespect at all on any level. And so, man, she called me and was like, and said I wasn't gonna tell her because I know how she is.
Yeah.
But my wife said something to her. And I was like, man, like I wasn't even gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She blowing my phone up at y'all. Like,
Oh, so she wasn't at church that
no,
that
she
Sunday.
was in Kansas City. My mom was in
I
Kansas
was
City.
gonna ask.
Oh,
My
okay.
mom lives
okay.
in Kansas City still.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
okay,
so,
gotcha.
My wife was already down here in Dallas. So she calls like, did he do it? I'm like, come on now, you already know.
Yeah.
That. And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, okay, well, your mama gonna be calling. I was like, why? She's like, because I told her,
Right.
you know, he may do it or he may not. So she wanted to know. Man, she called me. She's like, did your daddy raise the offer for you? I was like, I mean, no, it's cool, but you know, we packing up, you know, we finna so I'm trying to.
right,
She's like, I'll call you back, and she hung the phone up.
She probably put hands on him.
Bro, she's the only woman that can call him and cuss him out.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna say nothing. Like he ain't gonna do nothing.
Well, I mean, in that regard,
Like
you can't though. You like dead ass wrong.
Like but
Yeah.
anything else in general, like he know.
Yeah.
Don't mess. Like he already know she ain't the one. She'll slap him. Like he already know
Yeah.
that. And so man, she went off on him.
Man.
And her point was, even if you didn't do it for him as a son, he was your employee.
Yeah.
Member.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was actually on your staff
Yeah.
for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you do
Yeah.
a job for 20 years, they do something for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they do something.
Cake or something.
Yeah. But see, he kept saying, well, the choir threw him a dinner. The choir had a dinner for him. I was like,
Right.
bro.
That's the best you got.
I'm like, and I appreciate that because they did
Yeah.
do it, and he was late to that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like, he was
man.
late to that. He was shout out to Miss Gladys because it was her idea. She's like, what you want?
Yeah.
She's like, whatever you want, request. That's what we gonna make. And I request fish and spaghetti.
Yeah.
And man, they had it. The choir came, the musicians came, and you know it was just a good time. And
Yeah.
he showed up late. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So he get mad at me. Man, you can't always call your mom every time. I say, man, I ain't say nothing to her. I tried to spare you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I tried to help you. I was like, it was my wife that called my mom
Right.
on you because you know. And so he went off on her. So then he's like, you know, you want me to follow you down here? I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. I can go the rest of the way, man. I'm like, I don't need you.
Oh, and for the record, fish and spaghetti is definitely a meal.
Bro, let me
Stop playing.
Don't
Y'all
bro.
stop playing.
Dog.
Fish and-
smacks
Fish
hard,
and
dog.
spaghetti is a meal
Hot
together.
sauce, son.
And
Yes.
stop playing.
Yes, and it slaps, dog.
Stop playing.
Oh yeah.
And it's good too.
I've been seeing them posts talking about
Yeah.
fish don't go with spaghetti. Are
Man,
you?
you crazy?
Man, whatever, bro.
Y'all fish nasty. So that's the problem. Something nasty, dog.
Man,
Y'all fish
listen.
ain't clean. So yeah, so I drove the rest of the way by myself, and once I pulled off, the girls fell asleep, bro, and I just burst into tears. Like I just burst into tears.
Yeah.
You know, it was just like a releasing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like this is something new.
Yeah.
Like that shit is done. Like
Yeah.
Tennessee was literally in my rearview mirror.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just felt just a sigh of relief. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a new chapter in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get a chance to teach them love.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Without the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, man, we get down there, and the homie that I was telling y'all that I said, him and his wife, I was like,
you was there, yeah.
So he called me. He's like, hey, man, your daddy took up an offering for you today.
Wow.
I was like,
That was your mama.
Yeah, your mama took up
Your
offering for
mama
you.
took up an offering for you today.
hey, but hold on. Hold on.
It get worse.
It gets worse.
No
That's gonna be the name of this episode.
Yeah, it get worse.
It gets worse. So, so I was like, he was like, man, he was like, bro, you finna get paid. He was like, y'all finna get paid. He was like,
Oh,
church was.
no.
He said church was packed because it was first Sunday. Like, man, he said, man, church was packed. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. I said, what made him do it? He's like, he didn't want the, you know, he was talking about he didn't want the church to think he was trying to do extra for his son and all this. And I was like, okay, but that ain't nothing extra because he already do it.
Yeah.
He was like, man, I don't know. He was like, bro, y'all getting paid. And so I'm like, all right. I was like, well, whatever. And I'm still like, whatever, bro. Like, it is what it is. And so I was like, Sean, I was like, it ain't gonna happen, bro. He was like, man, I'm telling you. He was like, church was loaded, and I'm watching everybody give. He was like, I'm sitting here watching everybody give. And so I'm like, all right, well, cool, whatever. So a couple of days go by, and the secretary calls. She says, hey, DJ, you know, I need your address. We got the check for you. We want to send you a check. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, me and Jay, I'm over at the Potter's house, you know, listening to rehearse. We finna go hoop or whatever. And so my wife called. She calls and she's like, hey, what you doing? She's like, y'all still playing? I was like, yeah, we wrapping up now.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, the check came. I was like, for real? I was like, shit, how much was it? She said, how far away are you? I was like, well, shit, we was in, I think it was like Mansfield.
Yeah.
You know, because that's where they stayed at. And I was like, I think we in Mansfield. I was like, but I'll be there in a little bit. I said, well, how much is it? You know, you answer my question. She's like, I'm just wait till you get home.
Okay.
I'm like, come on now. I was like, you open it or you gonna wait, like, we'll open it together? She's like, no, I'm looking at it. Well, nigga, how much is it? Like, what the hell? Like, so, how much is it? She's like, I'm just gonna wait till you get home.
He wants you to look at it.
I'm like, all right, well, I'm finna leave now. So, you know, on my clothes in the car, I head on, you know, I come in the house. I'm like, what's up with the check at? And she put it back in the envelope. she put it back in the envelope, right? And so I'm like, all right, bet. And so I looked, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, this the only check? I was like, is it more than one? And so she was like, that's it. I was like, this can't be it. I was like, they just told us that, you know, they didn't raise a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? So I called my home, I'm like, bro, you lied to me.
Yeah.
I said, bro, they ain't raised no money for us, bro. I was like, they ain't give us that much money. And he was like, no. He was like, man, I'm telling you. He was like, church was packed.
Yeah.
And when he said it was for y'all, everybody gave. I was like, he said, well, how much was it? I said, man, the check was for $1,000.
I knew.
I said $1,124.
Wow.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
$1,124.
Compared to the minimum being like $7.
Exactly. And I was like, well, the church itself holds like 1,300 people.
Yeah.
So that means everybody gave less than $1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, he's like, nah, that can't be right. I said, well, I'm looking at it, and, you know, and I was trying to take a picture with it, but this was back when, you know, pictures wasn't that good, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, I'm looking at it. He's like, nah, that can't be right. I said, you know what? Maybe they're gonna send the second half.
Yeah, maybe they
next week. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just so much they don't want to break the bank. Maybe they just want to go ahead and, you know, break it down. And he's like, well, I don't think that's what they're gonna do. I was like, I'm telling you, I'm looking at it. So I'm like, man, you know what? So I'm gonna call him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my daddy and just ask him.
Yeah.
And this is when I knew it was bullshit. I said, hey man, it's like, hey son, I'm like, hey dad, you got a second? Like, yeah, what's going on? I said, hey, I got the check from the church. I said, was that the right amount?
Yeah.
He said, well, what was it supposed to be?
Oh my God.
I said,
Man.
I was like, oh, okay. I was like, it's cool. I said, I mean, it don't have to be a certain amount, but normally when you give people money, it's thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
This is only $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not even. It ain't even $2,000.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's like, well, yeah, we figured that y'all would, be upset about it.
We
So you knew when it left. So you knew when it left that this wasn't enough. Because most of the times, if a check ain't enough, he'll go and ask them for more. Like, hey, let's round it up to $10,000.
Yeah.
So like, it say, oh, they got $8,600. Let's make it 10. Let's make it 10,000. So we've seen him add to the pot.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you send me a check for $1,000?
You ain't even round it.
Like, yeah, like it was $1,124.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
And I'm just like, what is this? Like, and you know what he said? He said, well, church wasn't that packed.
No.
Not knowing that I had already talked to my man, and he told me, yo, because he called me and told me. I was like, oh, because we wasn't even looking. We was just like, yo, we done with it. He's the one called me and was like, hey, yo, you finna get a fat check. Yeah. And he was like, well, it wasn't that many people at church.
He gave you 10%.
He tied you.
After years of thinking about it, you know what he gave me? He gave me his salary.
Oh.
He gave me his salary. Because I'm like, the number is always in my head. I'm like, what's specific about this number? I'm thinking, well, maybe it's all the checks I made for the year. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, that ain't it.
Because that is a specific number.
I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's the tithes that I should have been. Like, I'm like, no, that ain't it.
The number,
and so, bro, so over the years, it's been bugging me. And I'm just like, it hit me. This is that nigga's salary. That was his check because our names are the same.
Oh.
So I didn't even pay attention to whether it said Junior or not. It said Donald Johnson.
Yeah.
It wasn't made out to me and my wife. It was just made out to me.
This dude just
so I'm just like,
and he took,
yeah. And I just realized that probably 2 years ago. I just realized that probably 2 years ago.
It's not funny, but
yeah, I just
like crazy.
It's funny,
man, and that's why I am the way I am, bro. Like I just live how I live and don't really take no shit off people, or I say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, I done been through the worst of it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's nothing anybody can say to me, bro, that'll hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Except for my daughter. If she say something stupid to me, then I'll be like, yo, you hurt daddy feelings.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Anybody else, bro? Man, nah, bro. I nothing.
Wow.
Nothing, bro. And that's how I've been living ever since, bro. And it's just, I got to look out for me now. You know what I'm saying? Because people will do what they want to do.
Yeah.
That's
You know
why
what
you
I'm
got
saying?
Potter's house.
Exactly. And people, and what's messed up? Bro, when I came back to visit, everybody knew I was playing at the Potter's house.
Really?
I'm like, how y'all know? Your daddy always talking about it. All your daddy do is say, your daddy telling everybody you. I'm like, oh, okay. So now you got something to brag about.
All right, Lou.
Man.
Lou.
This is crazy, man.
Lou.
Well, yeah.
You saw that?
Lou.
What's that? What happened?
Lou? We got to do this again?
We need to, it's break time anyway. So,
Come on, Lou. You just said you was good.
I was good till now. My eyes burning.
Oh.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I got some eye drops.
It just hit me.
You need some?
But man.
Your story was just so emotional, brother.
Man, yeah, it got me, man. It got me right here, brother.
That is funny.
Lou got this thing.
My eyes tend to randomly burn just out of nowhere.
He just has the most unmoisturized eyes I've ever.
It happens at the worst of times.
Lou, open your eyes, baby. You don't wear contacts.
Not at all.
It's been a minute since we've had to do this, but I guess
Man, I was making it. Then my eye just said, excuse me for a second. I'm going to interrupt this conversation.
Your eye said, I got $1,000 for you.
Yeah. Right. All right, I'm good. We good.
You sure? I'm good, bro. So yeah, bro. It's just like, man, now I say what I want. You know, I'm in that mode where I ain't taking no shit
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because after that kind of hurt, you know, you different. You know,
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You get a different type of guard on your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man, because he's my dad, bro, that ain't even the reason we don't talk.
Yeah.
Wait,
It get worse.
That's not the reason.
Oh man.
It get worse.
That's enough reason for me. That's
We definitely.
not
I'm
the
gonna tell you
reason.
something.
Jesus.
You are definitely coming back. Cause I ain't even got to what I really wanted to bring up.
Right.
It definitely gets worse.
Yeah.
But you know what though? Just to your whole story, man. And I say this all the time, man. Mental stability,
Yeah, bro.
peace,
Yeah,
all of
bro.
those things.
Yeah.
I say this all the time. Peace is a
Yeah,
choice,
bro.
man. And I just over the years, a lot of times, you know, especially when it comes to like, you know, not really fooling with like relatives, siblings,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
parents, stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
It's not popular
Yeah.
because everybody say, oh, well, that's you only get one
Yeah.
dad, you only get one mom.
Man.
But the thing about it is, man,
Bro.
you know, and I have the saying, blood doesn't make you family, it makes you
absolutely.
related.
Absolutely.
And you have to get to a point in life to where at the end of the day, people are people.
Yeah, for
And
real.
and now understand, because we're humans and it's meant for us to mess up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
My thing is,
That's why I gave him another chance. Like that's why.
that's why
we all mess up.
That's why
Yeah.
you let them take you up there the second time, right? but it's like people it's in your human DNA to mess up. But it's
Absolutely,
not
man.
the mess
Yeah.
up, it's how you handle the mess up, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it get to a point to where you have to be responsible for your own mental
Yeah.
stability. If that means and like I said, it's not popular to cut off, you know, sister, brother, mother, father. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
popular, but at the same time, bro, if that person isn't bringing any type of peace into your life,
Yeah, absolutely.
that person isn't. If all it is take,
Absolutely.
whether it's monetary or emotionally, whatever, that person does not belong in your life.
Yeah. No
That
matter who it is,
no,
bro.
and what happens is if you let that person or if you let that cancer stay in your life, you know, it's going to start. Like I said, you got kids, you have other
It'll spread, bro.
relationships, you know what I'm saying, and then now that's going to rub off on them,
Yeah.
and you know, I like, you know, people love to talk about you know, generational curses and
Bro,
stuff like that.
and that's what I'm trying to
That's
break, bro.
that's where that
Yeah.
stuff come from. You know,
Yep.
you allowing certain
Yeah.
all because of it's tradition or all because it's
Yeah.
that, like I said, that's your mom, that's your dad. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You have to get to a point to where you take responsibility for your own mental stability, your own peace. That's your responsibility. That's not anybody
Yeah,
else's.
absolutely,
and,
man.
And if that means walking away from,
Yeah.
you know, whatever
Yeah.
that is that's toxic, then you have to do that.
And that's why I am where I am
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I had to make up in my mind because he is my dad and I love him, man. You know, I hate that we in this position. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, I wanted nothing but to be like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, man, he's smooth dog, smooth talker, smooth walker. You know what I'm saying? He like an undiscovered Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Like he a cool cat. Always got a tailored suit on, bro. Like always smell nice. Like that's what I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, yeah, that's my pops.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
proud to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a chaplain for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh,
So I'm
wow.
like,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
that's my
Okay.
daddy. Like
Yeah.
I'm always, that's my daddy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Donald John. Everywhere I go, you Pastor John's son. Yeah. You know, I can't walk to the grocery store and everybody, hey, ain't you Pastor Johnson's son? Yeah, whatever. I was eating that up. You know what I'm saying? But now, bro,
Yeah.
I had to make up in my mind to where it's just like, all right, forget all that. Like, because I have my own seed that I have to protect
Right.
and teach at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she really don't understand. She still got a sensitive heart.
Right,
You know,
right.
she still love everybody.
Right.
You know,
Oh,
she
yeah.
still think everybody loves everybody the same. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm like, that is not how it works. You know, like,
Yeah.
gradually showing her that this is, you know, hey, just chill out. So
Yeah.
And you know what I'm getting like from all that. I'm not necessarily even getting any bitterness. I'm not.
None, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Which
None.
is a dope sense of growth on your end.
Yeah,
Of course,
bro,
it hurt.
It took me a
some.
while though. It took me a while.
You know, it was all a process, man.
Absolutely.
But the fact that you can just take that lesson that
Absolutely,
you learned
bro, yeah.
and then like apply that to how you raise your kids. That's definitely
Bro,
a dope situation, man.
I was bitter for a while though, bro.
I understand,
I was in a real dark place. Man, like mentally, like angry at the world.
Yeah.
Bro. Like I was wanting to fight everybody. Grown ass man, you trying to fight everybody. Like, you know, I'm cussing you out. You know, bitch, who you talking to, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to let everything out on whoever would take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever, because I couldn't get to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was a dark time in my life, bro. Like, I guess I gotta tell you now, the reason we really don't talk anymore, dog.
Okay.
y'all gonna be like, this nigga's stupid. So man, my bad, bro. So we've made up, man. You know, there was other things going on. I won't even get into that. You know, I won't even blast him on that part.
Yeah, we ain't got the time.
I ain't gonna blast him on that part.
Yeah.
But we came back together, we hashed it out, you know what I'm saying, thinking things were smooth, you know what I'm saying. All right, bet. We back cool again, you know, I've grown a little bit, you know what I'm saying. Man, one lesson, if I can tell anything, if I can just say anything, is as a life lesson, be honest with yourself first about who people really are.
Right. Right.
Like, you have to be honest with yourself about the type of person people really show you. I was like, when they show you believe them, bro, when they show you who they are, you gotta believe it, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
And my thing was, I wanted them to be something else.
Got you.
When I knew all along, this is really who you are.
Yeah.
Regardless of who it is. Whether it's me, another family member, a church member, it don't matter. This is who you are. And I overlooked that. And so I couldn't be too upset because
You chose to do it.
because I chose to ignore that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yeah, we in a better place now. You know what I'm saying? We good. We good.
Yeah.
So man, I invented this product. I invented a drum pad. Like everybody knows, that's all my whole life, just drums. So if I come up with something musical like that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like you at least be like, okay, I expect that from you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you find me building a bike, then you be like, nigga, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't who, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is my field. This is my area. So I was teaching lessons at the time. And so I came up with a concept of this new drum pad. Like I even took it to like Invent Help, the people that did the George Foreman grill. Like I took it to them, you know, did the whole little pay for the lawyer, do the research and all that. And like it was legit. And so he was like, man, you only need one manufacturer to really, you know, get this thing going. So I'm like, all right, cool. So it took a couple of weeks. He called me and said, hey, Mr. Johnson, we got some good news. Come on in. It was over there in Arlington off of 360, like by Six Flags area. So I went over there. Cool. I'm cool. I'm like, good news. I'm like, okay, what's going on? He said, man, well, there's somebody interested in your product. I was like, damn, for real? I was like, that's what's up. So I was like, he's like, you only need one. I was like, okay, how many I got? I'm like, what, 3? 2 or 3?
Yeah.
He kind of chuckled a little bit. I'm like, damn, 1? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's a lot more than that. I was like, 10? This man said 1,700
Wow.
manufacturers was interested in my product.
Wow.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm playing it just like this. Like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was like, that's good. He's like, Mr. Johnson, that's great.
Yeah.
He's like, because you only needed 1.
Yeah.
I was like, why so many?
Right.
It's because it was educational and it was electronics. So, you know, people were trying to you know, they're creating new batteries and new charging ports and all this. This was before like the C port and all that. So they was wanted something to work on. So they was like, we can use this or we can try it with this. So they was like, yeah, we'll take it. So I'm like, bet. He's like, hey, so this is the process. You need this amount of dollars. He's like, is there anybody you know that can help you? And the amount was like $14,000. I'm like, dang, that's a lot. I was like, well, I know somebody. I know somebody. And so I was like, yeah, man, I can get somebody to help me out, you know. He was like, man, you can either get a lump sum and you can make payments on it or whatever, you know. So I'm like, okay, cool. I said, well, let me talk to my people and then I'll hit you back next week. Bro, this is how into it. I drove to Memphis like the next day.
Oh, wow.
I was like, hey, I need to meet you. I called my daddy. I texted my daddy, his wife, and his brother. They all in Memphis. I texted him right there. I said, hey, I want to meet with y'all. I'm coming down tomorrow. It's like, okay, cool. So I came down, you know, we met up. There's a little fish place, Bluefish, something like that down in Memphis. And at the table, I had non-disclosure forms. I had them sign a non-disclosure. This is how serious it was. So they gave me non-disclosure forms to hand out or whatever. So I made them sign it, and so I started talking about it. Had everything laid out on the table. I said, so this is what I need. I said, I need you to ask the church for some money, like to help, towards this. I said, you don't have to tell them what it's for, but like I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not asking you to do nothing that you ain't never done before.
Right.
Right.
And so then my uncle was just like, well, I don't think we should ask the church. I was like, why not? He's like, I don't want them all in our business. I'm like, I get that, but y'all never tell them where the money going. You know what I'm saying? They just know who it's going to. So I said, so where would the money come from? He said, well, we started this new ministry at the church called Lamp to My Feet. So I'm like, all right, cool. I said, what is that?
Because I got a lamp.
I said, because I'm really like, y'all see the paperwork. Like, I'm not making up anything. This is bona fide paperwork and certified, like lawyers and everything. Yeah. And so he was like, well, what it is, it's a ministry that we started at the church where we can get royalties off all your dad's sermons. So when he retires, we can keep that money, and they don't have to, he don't have to pay them for his sermons. He already has access to them with the royalties or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That makes a lot of sense. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, we'd rather give you the money from there as opposed to asking the church as a whole for money. So I'm like, well, I don't really don't care where you get it from. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, cool. I just need the money. You know what I'm saying? And we can go from there. And so then when they told me that they were going to do it, I was like, bet. So my stepmama, she was like, well, I got my income tax in 2 weeks. She's like, I can send you that too. I'm like, okay, but I need that lump sum. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool, that's cool, but I need that lump sum. And so then my uncle, he was like, man, I got like $500 on my pocket. I'm proud of you, man. I got $500 in my, because he was the one doing all the talking. Yeah. He's like, I'm proud of you, man. I got $500 in my pocket right now. You can have. Yeah. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. But I need that lump sum. You know, that's fine. I don't appreciate it. And so, man, I rolled back home, came back to Dallas. I waited a couple weeks, and I ain't hear nothing. And something just told me, man, like, you've been down this road before, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've been down this road before. And man, I called one of my homies back home. I called a couple people. Yeah. Because I needed full-blown evidence that what I was feeling was true. It was legit. Right. I needed to know for a fact, before I say anything, I need to know 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that they're lying. Right. So I called a couple of my homies. I said, hey man, I just kind of played off. Hey, what's up, man? How you been? Man, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm good. And I said, hey, how the Lamp to My Feet ministry going? Yeah. I said, what's that?
No way.
I said, nigga, the Lamp to My Feet ministry. He's like,
it's your church, you should know.
Like, what is that? Like, what are you talking about? I was like, bro, you ain't never heard? He's like, man, we ain't got nothing like that here. He's like, you must be confused with them churches you planted in Dallas.
Right.
And here I am.
That sounds
damn,
like a shit.
I'm like, here I am. Damn, you know what, bro? You sure right? It's probably one of them churches I played at. I think it was the church I played at last week. Yeah. And my heart just sunk, bro. I was crazy. Like, I'm like, all right, maybe make one more call. Maybe he in on it. Yeah. I'm like, maybe he in on it. Because maybe they got to him. And so I called somebody else. And these were people that I know for a fact would know. Yeah. And I know they wouldn't lie to me either. Right. And so I called another one. I was like, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Man, I ain't heard from you in a while, man. How you been? I'm like, nothing, just calling. Shaking on the Lamp to My Feet ministry, man. How things going? I heard it's going pretty good. The who? The Lamp to My Feet ministry. Like,
the 30 white bulb.
Oh, man. It was like, what's that? I said, you don't know what that is? Yeah. Like, no, I ain't never heard it. It ain't a ministry at J Ell Groove. And he said the same thing. He said, probably one of them churches you planted down there. Wow. And I was like, oh, you good. I was like, yeah, you probably right. I was like, but anyway, how the family? I just kind of blew it off, you know what I'm saying? And bro, we got off that phone, bro, and I was like, bro, I can't believe, like,
this is crazy.
I'm like, bro, like,
did you ask, like?
Yeah, I did, and
these are church folks.
And when it came up,
church leaders too.
They kept saying, telling people, like when people asked them about it, they kept saying, well, we gave him some money, not the money. We gave him some money. See, he's a pastor, he's good on words. And that's what a lot of people don't pay attention to.
Wordplay.
Yeah. Like, he plays on words a lot. And they was like, yeah, we gave him some money. Yeah. Like, yeah, but that ain't what I went down there for. Yeah. So that tax refund I'm like, so you think that was, I didn't even ask for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you offered that to me. I'm talking about what I came down here and asked for.
Yeah.
I'm like, he tell me, well, we did give him some money.
Oh,
Bro, no, you offered me money because y'all were excited. But I came down here and asked y'all for a certain amount, and y'all lied to me and told me y'all were going to give it to me out of the Lamp Unto My Feet ministry. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like,
so it's like they made that up to kind of
Bro,
pretty much to blow you off.
to blow me off.
Right.
It was money to just blow me off.
So this particular instance was more than just your daddy.
Yeah, it was him,
Yeah, it's
his brother, his youngest brother, and his wife.
But your mama, you didn't tell your mama?
I did, and she was pissed. Like, she was angry, and he said this thing. Oh, I gave him some money. I gave him, and he wasn't telling her everything. And so when I gave my mama detail, like I'm doing y'all, she was like, oh, that ain't what he said. I was like, yeah, I know. That's what he's telling everybody. See, he telling people a piece of the story who ain't gonna fact check. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he know my mom ain't gonna get on Facebook and say nothing.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, he know ain't nobody else gonna say nothing. Like, they not gonna call and ask me about it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't talk to nobody like that no more. And bro, I hadn't talked to him in years.
So let me ask you this, and we gotta get ready to break in a little
That's
bit.
cool.
But let me ask you this. Do you still hold the patent?
I got 6 months left, bro. Actually, no. It's over. It's only good for 5 years. It's only good for 5 years. It was in 2017.
You didn't renew it?
I didn't. So because of that, I lost everything. Like, I lost, and I say everything, bro, because I banked on them giving the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I banked on that. I'm like, damn, they finally gonna do it. That was my thing. I'm like, yo. I called back and was like, I called that man. I was like, hey, let's move forward. They gonna give me the money. And I had another partner who was in on it. He wanted to get on, so he put the $3,000 down payment on it. Him and his dad, they right there with me. They right there with me, and that's what got it started. He was like, yeah, I'll put it. I like the idea.
Yeah.
His dad came up there, verified everything, you know, because his daddy was like, I don't want to just give my money away. His daddy came up there, asked all the questions. He answered all the questions like gave him all the answers he wanted to hear. He was like, bet. He signed the check for $3,000. And I say, hey, once they send the money, we good to go.
Jesus.
And bro, so because they said that they were going to do it, I'm digging back into research. I'm buying rolling pads, tearing them apart. I'm tearing apart. You know what a bunch of SPDS is, bro?
For sure.
I'm buying it, tearing it apart because I'm like, yo, they finally believe in me.
Yeah.
I'm finna make it to where we ain't gonna never have to work again. I'm like a wizard in there looking at the pads and looking at how hard you gotta hit it, the sensitivity, like the brain, bro. I was in it like a mad wizard.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Bro, I lost everything, bro.
Wow.
Like, I lost, when I say everything,
I want to get this nigga a hug so bad.
No, bro, I'm good, bro.
Crazy.
I'm just saying, like, people, if I had really been the dog I should have been, and being honest with myself about how they really are, I probably wouldn't even been in this situation. You see what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't even trusted them. I probably wouldn't have believed in them. But I'm just like, yo, everybody changed. You know, we can all do better. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I'm like, damn, bro. So, F y'all.
Man, listen, hey. I feel that, man.
That.
I feel that, man. But hey,
bro,
man, listen.
Don't talk, man.
But listen, man, yo, Lou, you said it. You said this was gonna be a good one, brother.
I said it, man.
It's definitely good.
This went completely left because what I want
But
to
it's
talk
a good
about.
left.
Oh yeah, but this
It's
is
a
great
good
left.
left. It's a good
You
left.
definitely coming back.
Oh, for sure.
It's a
Definitely
good
coming
left.
back, brother. Next week.
Right. It's a good left because you know, musicians, I feel like y'all, I think I said this last week, but y'all don't handle your trauma. You don't take vacations.
Right.
You don't handle your trauma and you don't take vacations.
Yep.
So to experience something like that, I am sure that somebody come with, hey, I got this gig, this. Now he's like, listen, I need details. I need this. You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
Because you done been burnt so many times. You know what I'm saying?
Time.
So
It's like getting burnt by an iron. Like that, it'll
But this
heal.
crazy thing, this is your dad. That's what's blowing me away.
Yeah, like, you know, like a burn, bro. You get burned, like, it'll heal, but you still see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Lou eyes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Put some respect on
yeah,
my
bro.
Your eyes need to respect
yeah,
you.
man.
Hey, man.
That's just where I'm at, bro. I need to know what's up.
I got
Like,
nigga
I
eyes.
just need
But man, listen, this is what we gonna do, man. We gonna take a real quick
let's do it,
pause,
bro.
pause
Yeah.
for the calls, man. We got some questions that we want to
I'm
talk
here
to
to
you
answer,
about.
bro.
Ask you,
Yeah, I'm
man.
here. I'm
Yes,
here,
sir.
bro.
Man, definitely DFW Shed Sessions. We gonna be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
See, I'm a photographer. You feel what I'm saying? So if they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, it's my job to make sure they hear every last one of them. I got you.
Back again.
We busy.
We had to take a break because there was a lot to take in in
Man.
this first half, man.
Man.
But we back. We'll refreshed, recharged. So make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, DFW Shed Sessions, and you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Under DFW_Shed Sessions, and you can follow us on Facebook at the DFW Shed Sessions FB page. So let's get to these social media plugs. Professor Mel Will, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram under Professor Mel Will. That's Professor Mel MELWILL.
So, my good brother over here, the get to the mothership. Where can we find you on social media?
you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, J Ell Groove, Instagram. Who is J Ell Groove? Man, if you want to ride this funk train, go ahead and follow Funk Your Feelings. That's FUNK. I'm sorry, FUNKYO Feelings. On Facebook and Instagram, and then man, if you want to dabble in some of my other ventures, man, another one of my projects is called Another Groove Project. That's Another Groove Project. Also, man, if you want to dabble in some of this funk you couture that we got, man, we coming out with the summertime line.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So summertime line, man. We even doing tank tops now. So we got the tank tops now. If you want to have your arms out or whatever, go ahead and tell the sun how you feel. So yeah, man, go ahead and dabble in that. We got that out now, man. We got the tie-dye shirts, all that good stuff, man. So just get at us. We got you.
Nice.
And Lou, what is yours?
So you can find me on.
See why you interrupted me? I wasn't even gonna say it this time. I wasn't even gonna say that you can find me on OnlyFans.
No, Lou's credentials are already showing up on the screen.
I'm just saying. I wasn't even gonna say it this time.
Go ahead, Lou.
Well, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok under Lou Paul Beats. You can find me on YouTube also on Lou Paul Beats, and also I have music out you can check out under Lou Paul Beats. I'm on all streaming platforms. If you like to check out some good instrumental hip hop music, you can find me and check me out, and feel free to add me to your playlist. All right,
you on mine?
Oh, well, that is Beautimus from the Beautimus. So, my good brother, Donald Johnson.
Yeah.
Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me in the club, pockets full of
Listen.
No, everything is Donald Johnson. Instagram is Donald Johnson 20, Donald Johnson Jr. 21. Facebook is just Donald Johnson. TikTok is Donald Johnson. So I keep it simple, man.
Okay,
Cool.
nice.
That's what's up, man. So we gotta move on a little bit, but I did definitely want to ask you about, man. You started your own project called Random.
Random. What?
Oh man, it's been one of them days, brother. Please forgive me.
What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say Random Access because we was talking about we was talking about that earlier, but that is not your project.
Although I've had play with them a few times
Already. Our Common Ground.
Tell them don't disrespect you like that.
Common
Ground
Ground with a K, man.
Yeah.
So talk about Common Ground a little bit, man.
Man,
what brought that up?
Started when I moved here, man. It was like an idea of mine back in Memphis. But again, I needed, the right people, you know what I'm saying, the components of the scene for it, you know what I'm saying. Didn't know exactly the route I wanted to go. I just knew I wanted a band and make music, you know what I'm saying, because that's really all I wanted to do. You know
Dallas is definitely a cover band.
Yeah, and so when I came to Dallas and found out the cover band scene was real hot, that's just really where it started at, man. The name actually came to me in a dream, to be honest with you, because I used to live in Glen Heights, so I would come through DeSoto a lot, and it was I was dreaming, and on the marquee it said Common Ground.
Now you wasn't asleep.
I was
sleep driving again.
I was actually at home sleep. Yeah. And
You
on
don't
the
want to be
marquee,
sleeping in Glen Heights.
and the marquee said Common Ground. It was spelled with a K, and I was like,
That's
there it is.
Okay.
And so, that's.
And I'm gonna say this, man, because I've seen Common Ground in action, man. When I was a booking manager for this one spot in Deep Ellum called Low and Loose.
And we appreciate you for that too, bro.
Man, listen.
Plug,
well, first of all, y'all were the first party band to come through. But one of the things that I really appreciated about y'all is that, man, he invested. He invested in.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I'm talking about.
I played a few gigs with Common Ground.
Bro. He would show up to that spot, man. He would get there hours early. First of all, man. And
shout out to Tux.
He's taking out. Shout out to Tux, man, the good brother Tux, man. But he's taking out lights out the package. On stage. You know what I'm saying? They said don't.
Still in the box.
They said don't start till 10:30. He's there at 6, 7. You know, taking out lights. Taking out bro. really investing into his, you know what I'm saying, his thing, man. Bought his, bringing his own lights, his own speakers, got his banner in the back, man.
Bro.
And they all got on white, they all dressed, you know what I'm saying, and it's like yo, this is really somebody who's investing in his own product, and that's super important, man. When you starting your own thing, when you got your own baby, man, you have to invest in it.
Bro. Shout out to Sabrina and Alex and Shane and Tux, man. They've been rocking with me since then. We've had people in and out, subs, you know what I'm saying, come and go, but they've been rocking with me since the beginning, bro. Even when the money really wasn't there, they saw what I was doing, saw what I was trying to do, and they was all in for it, you know what I'm saying? And they still rock with me to this day, man. And things are getting back to where they need to be, you know what I'm saying? Investing more, getting more equipment, getting better equipment. Like I said, I went through that period where I was just I can't focus on this right now. I gotta really just kind of build and stack the money up so I can reinvest, you know what I'm saying? Just learning to invest in myself, bro. That's how we got there.
And we kind of talked about that the other week, man, especially when we were talking about churches and stuff like that. It's they want all the good stuff, whatever, but it's sometimes sometimes instead of trying to lowball or get the crappy shit, sometimes it's okay to just wait for a second, stack up, and then get really what it is that you need, man. And DJ is definitely somebody that I've seen firsthand do that,
I appreciate it. And that's just from, watching other bands, you know what I'm saying? Because so many bands out there just got a bunch of fluff. This is all smoke and mirrors. It look good, but they don't sound good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just why can't you just do both? You know what I'm saying? That was I'm like, just do both. Just be good and look good. Why are you doing it? And that was my thing, man. So I went, everybody that worked with me, I went to school with from Cedar Valley. From Tux was at Cedar Valley. My singers was from Cedar Valley, and Shane, we went to church together. But man, that's just, this is what I want to do. I was honest with them. hey, it ain't gonna be what you thinking.
Yeah.
You know, the money ain't gonna really be there right now. If you rock with me and stick with me, it's coming. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
And that's an important, especially when you start your own band, man. That's a super important conversation to have.
Yeah, it is.
Starting
It is.
off, man, so you can go ahead and set the expectation, man. Instead of trying to sell the dream.
And if you can't make it to a gig, it's okay. You know, just give me enough time to try and find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this ain't really paying what I know you're worth.
Yeah.
And I think they appreciated that I knew what they were really worth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I let them know, like, yo, if I have more, I promise. There were gigs, bro, I didn't get paid at all.
I was
gave them the money.
I was just about to get in that, man. Like y'all don't see, man, band leaders, leaders, man. A good band, we're going to take the first L. It's been a lot of situations. Like a good band leader, if there's an L to be had, a good band leader is going to take the first L and take care of their team.
Absolutely. And they saw that and they appreciated that. I'm just like, hey man, listen, I don't want nothing. Every now and then I'm like, well, if it's enough for y'all to have enough, I'll just take some tips. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I played for them before. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it ain't nothing new to me. I'm like, yo, I want to make, because I need them.
Right.
I need them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do what I gotta do to show you that I love you and I appreciate you, and it makes it easier for them. I say, hey, we got another gig next week. All right, we there. Say no more. We there. We'll be there. Hey, can we rehearse a few? So they asking me for rehearsals. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to rehearse. I ain't trying to take up y'all time. Just learn. Nah, we want to rehearse. Like, let's rehearse. We want to be tight.
And that's important.
Like,
that's the importance of having a dope team around.
Having good and being honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I know they're gonna learn the material. I know they're hungry. I know they're going to have dance steps. Like, I'm not even worried about it. You know what I'm saying?
You said dance steps?
Yeah.
They had routines.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I don't remember ever seeing your band. So, I have to see it because I don't know many Dallas bands that have dance.
Well,
it's
the black Dallas bands that don't have the dance.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and so we're trying to cross over into more like the pop culture of the Dallas scene, music scene, and not necessarily the hole in the wall clubs. It's so much more to that.
You know so like corporate gigs, and
like
stuff like that.
Yeah, like it's so much more to that. You know what I'm saying? And if we all would realize that, bro, we as a whole, as a community, where we can wipe it off the face of the earth.
So Mel, the company that I play for, he plays with the two.
Yeah.
They have dancers. Some of the gigs. Now the singers already dance throughout during the dance set. They dance throughout the whole set. But also some of the gigs they have dancers. They are hired
separate dancers.
Just to dance.
Just to dance.
Just to dance.
Yeah, throughout the set. Yeah. And like I said, it looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about the look. But if you can look good and sound good, you're really winning. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about lights, sound, all that sound,
the way you dress, you're sparkling. You know what I'm saying? Like nice gear. It's like, man, that's where you win.
Yeah. So sometimes I be dancing, I be feeling out of place, and I be looking at them dancing. I be trying to hit them Jackson 5 moves. And
come on, man.
I need to be up here doing something.
Yeah. So we really appreciate you for that call, bro. Because I was like, man, I don't know, bro. I was like, dang.
And they loved y'all too, man.
Yeah, and I'm like, but yo, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's a great opportunity. The timing was perfect. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, bet, we'll take it. We'll do it.
Yeah, man.
You know, so we were there until they stopped. You know what I'm saying?
Until they stopped.
Yeah, until they stopped. Yeah. So I was like, cool. Like, let's go.
Nah, man, y'all came through and y'all showed out, man, and it got to a point to where like even the venue was like, hey man, you need to get them. We need to get them back. Get them back, man.
Yeah.
And y'all became fan favorite because man, y'all like your whole team, your whole team, man. You just had a like then you have a cat named Fred on keys.
Yeah.
Fred. Shout out to Fred, man.
Fred Patterson.
Yeah, man.
Peterson, sorry.
Man. Wound up meeting him later on, man. Super dope.
Yeah,
super dope cat, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you had a solid team.
Yeah,
man.
And it was because I was just real with them up front, man. I was like, yo, this really ain't much.
Yeah.
And sometimes niggas just want to get out of the house.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because the atmosphere was still lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can deal with the little pay if it's a fun gig. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we got over to another place in Deep Ellum, across the street. And we had a residency there. He wanted us there every month.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, y'all need to be here every month. He's like, give me your open dates for the next 6 months. I'm like, bet. I'm like, yo, cool.
Yeah.
So, hands change, and they turn it into something different now. So we're not.
Yeah.
The only thing I did not like about Common Ground,
What's that?
I hated where y'all would put y'all tip jar.
Oh well.
Because so it was like okay, y'all had the stage right there, and you remember it was that couch on the side. And y'all had it was like this little black box that y'all had, and it's that table right there. Now mind you, it's this crowd full of people, and I'm sitting up there like, so how are these people going to see the tip jar if it? And then like it was like one of the singers, like her family would come and sit on that couch. So you have all these people surrounded. Can't nobody see their tip jar, bro. Like, and I used to hate when y'all did that.
Honestly, man, that's because really we wasn't even really focused on it, bro. We was just really want to have a good time.
Nah, if I was y'all manager, I would have been like, hey man, put your tip jar.
Like, and I feel you. But man, we really was just like so into just really partying and getting footage. We had my camera guy was there, you know what I'm saying? So we were just really into just having a good time, man. Bro, sometimes I'm like, damn, where the tip jar at?
Yeah. Over there on the effing couch.
I'm like, oh. Like, hey, say something about the tip jar. You know, I'm like, but man, we was really just trying to just have a good time, man. You know, that's really what it was.
Yeah, I would definitely come and rock the house, man.
Yeah, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's definitely coming back. Much bigger and stronger. I've learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've gotten much more knowledge than I had at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you had to break down and rebuild, and you know. And
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Because I wanted to be right. You know what I'm saying? You know, we make the mistakes, you iron out the wrinkles, and now it's like, okay, now it's game time. Yeah, you got new players. You know what I'm saying? More motivation. Better vocal control. You know what I'm saying? Like different songs. You know what I'm saying? So we ready now. So once that get going, bro, you'll definitely see it.
We waiting on it, man.
Nice. You're definitely gonna see it.
All right, man. So look, man, we got these recurring segments, man, that we do with everybody. Just deep dive a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? We got this thing called one of them is called Top 5.
Okay.
So, man, you're very prominent in the top 40 scene as a drummer, man. And
I try to be, man.
Yeah, man. You've been out here, man. You've been out here. So what I want to know, what are your top 40 songs that you dislike playing?
Ooh, that I dislike?
Yeah.
Man, honestly, bro, they grew on me. Like, I don't hate them anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of grew on me now.
Lou said that ain't his testimony.
Right, you know, like,
not at all.
Well, yeah, from a keys perspective, yeah. But, like, from a drummer's perspective, like, I used to hate Sweet Child of Mine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was long and it's real guitar heavy. And I was like, and every guitar player can't play it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like maybe a drop D or something, like they had to change. They had to retune their whole guitar or play a whole separate guitar. I'm like, bro, y'all are doing the most. Like, just play a song. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so that song would get on my nerves. But then, like, the more I started learning the song and just, I don't really have to do much.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
But still, there was still, if anything, there was a point in time where you wasn't feeling the song. So we can go ahead and put Sweet Child of Mine on there.
Sweet Child of Mine. Jesse's Girl.
Yeah, okay.
As soon as you hear that guitar, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Skater Boy, a song called Skater Boy.
Okay.
I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? I'm like, this we don't even be playing this, bro. What else, bro? I don't know. It wasn't really too many that I didn't like, man.
You got 2 more.
I don't know.
Okay, didn't like, but okay, we can say least favorite.
Okay, all right. It was Conga.
Conga, okay. Yeah.
Because it's real percussive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So without a percussion player,
how you playing conga? We ain't got no congas.
Without a percussion player, you have
like
to
you
do
make,
a lot.
you gotta make up
so I have to cover
that.
a lot of ground. I'm just like, bro, you wearing me out already, you know, and I'm just like, all right. And then right after that, it would be like Fireball.
You
know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm already out of breath. Dog. So then Conga and Fireball.
I get annoyed with some drummers that play Fireball because it's like they trying to do too much, and it's really not much.
And it's really no even snare in the song.
Yeah,
it's just all kick and hi-hat.
Yeah, and it's like they want to add they so-called flavor to it. And I'm like, that ain't it, bro.
Yeah, bro. So
play the record, drummers.
Yeah,
learn the record.
Please
learn the record. You will get fired real quick, brother. Yeah, all right, man. So moving on, we got another recurring segment. We call this playing in the wrong key. Now, this is our version of what grinds your gears, man. What's your pet peeve?
Bro, just not knowing the music. Like, I ain't talking about like brain farts every now and then. I'm talking about you ain't even listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even listen to the song.
If you see somebody doing this walking in,
bro.
If you see somebody doing this walking in,
and I've
just
done
go
that.
ahead.
I've done that. I've had a gig where I put on the gig and I seen dude in the car going over the song. I canceled the song. I'm like, don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it.
Go ahead. Don't even worry about it, bro. Because you don't know it.
Yeah.
If you don't know it now, you don't know the song.
Right.
And because I learned the material. You know what I'm saying? And I have to sit here and we waiting on you because what's that part again? Okay, take me back to the bridge. I'm like, bro, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? So not knowing the material, bro, and just play the record. Like, you can be creative, but you got to have a foundation. Learn the record first.
Right.
Then that'll let you know what you can and cannot do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just doing whatever you want to do. And you missing, you don't even know where it goes. You know what I'm saying? So learn the record, bro. Don't just vibe out. I hate that. I hate that.
We ain't got that much time, but you almost took me somewhere, bro.
Let's just vibe out, man. Get out of here.
I'm so sick
that basically means you don't know.
So you don't know the song. Oh, okay.
Like you said earlier, fluff, man.
Just bunch of smoke and mirror, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dog.
Y'all don't hold each other accountable.
But I do, and see that's what I'm saying. Like, people think
do.
you better than everybody else, or you think you know more than me because you. Nah, bro. I'm actually trying to help you.
Yeah.
You know, and you're wasting our time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're wasting everybody's time. And if you knew these songs, you would be so much further than doing just open jam sessions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would be more than we just seeing you sing one song 1,000 times a year. You know what I'm saying?
That's that same song.
That's your song.
Right.
And you sing it everywhere you go because that's
play crazy, sing crazy everything.
That's all you know. You don't know nothing past this.
Yeah.
Like, bro, no, man. Like,
and then you don't even sing that right.
Exactly. You vibe out on that. Shit, man. Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
You vibe out on that.
No, man.
You the drummer, son.
Right. Come on, man.
Now I got to do a 12-minute solo in order to clean up your
Like, nah, bro. Nah, fam.
No, like that's that, and I'm not gonna lie. Even as a band leader, I've done it too. But it's like that's what cats will do. They forget the song or they don't know the song. So now the band got to do 12 solos just to make you look good. Man.
I'm like, man, the dead space. You know what I'm saying?
All that stuff.
Like with us, I didn't allow phones on stage. Like, know the material.
Yeah.
Ain't no phone clips unless somebody requests something we don't really know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But your phone on stage, how you can't dance with that in the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. It don't look good with pictures.
Yeah.
And with you got your phone and no, get that off. I need you to learn the material.
Bro, like this right here.
Yeah.
This right. Yeah, that's
bro. I need you to know the songs. You know.
Who came out with I don't use it, so I can talk about it. Who came out with the whole putting the phone on the
people that want to vibe out?
you know what I'm talking about, putting the phone on the
I mean, granted, I've seen like even like a lot of professional, like even like professional, like even top 40 band. I've seen it, but it's like it just looks so much better.
Yeah,
it looks so much better. It went like because at that point it looked like you up there doing live karaoke.
Yeah, because I've been with bands where none of the musicians or singers have any words, no charts, no nothing. Everybody just know the material.
You need to know the music,
and you can just call it out. But then there's some gigs where you got so many different musicians interacting with each other and going here and there. Okay, I need this chart for this song. And then they got the charts and everything. But it just when you know material, man, You don't have to have all that. That's
Now-
why I like playing with guys that know their stuff.
Now I will tell you this. I did run into this one particular situation where we had and we got to move on, but we had a guitar player, and he moved to Dallas, but he wasn't Americanized. So a lot of stuff. Now I will tell you this though. What I did appreciate about him, and shout out to my dude Hedris, man. We call him No Habla, but first of all, like he done came to Dallas and he done made so much noise as a guitar player, man. But it's like one of the things that I appreciate about them. He would need notes because, like I said, the stuff that we would consider top, like the stuff that you should know.
That's a different ballgame.
The stuff that you should just know, because he wasn't Americanized, he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And so like we in the group chat, and he was like, so who sings Before I Let Go?
Like, nigga, you don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
So at first I was worried, like, bro, I'm calling dude, like, bro, who you got on? Who this cat on guitar, man? But what I would appreciate about them, about Hedris is he would come to rehearsals, and you could tell that he at least been going over the meat and potatoes.
At least, bro.
And then come game day,
it was smashing.
Bro.
Knocking them out. Yep.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, his perspective is so much different, man. And like he dude, sick with it, man.
Bro.
So shout out to my good brother Hedris, man. All right, man. So last one, man. We call this one Gig Tales, man. It's that one good story. good, bad, or ugly, man. What you got? What's that one gig experience that you had?
Man, I'm gonna go with the one that tops them all, bro. When the dude fell off the stage.
You fell off the stage?
No, it wasn't me.
Oh man,
it was
this
the guy
a good juicy one.
The guy almost put me off.
I hope you got your tea.
Well, the guy was drunk. He wasn't even supposed to be at the gig.
Yeah.
And so he wanted to sing a song.
Uh-huh.
He was like, "Yeah, I want to sing one song." And so we were doing the song next. And so he just got on stage. He ready. He waiting. So instead of just off to the side, and they weren't gonna let him sing no way. But instead of him just being off to the side, he got on stage.
So this is somebody from the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh.
We didn't even. He wasn't supposed to be there. He was invited by his neighbor.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because it was a birthday party.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, man, he got on stage. Corey guy was on keys. And you know Corey like 6'6", and the guy was on like 5'4", 5'5". So he on Corey's back like playing piano and doing this shit on his back. And Corey was just kind of like, bro, what's going on? Who tickling me, bro? Like, what's up? So then he walked up to Jay Scott. Jay Scott was on bass, and then he walked up to Jay Scott. He put his hand behind Jay like trying to play bass, and Jay was like, all right, fam. Watch out.
Bro,
and so this is like post-COVID stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really trying to be touching this shit. So then he comes to the drums and trying to talk to me, and I'm like, bro, this nigga ain't got no mask on. And I'm like, hey, fam, I don't even know you like that. I'm about to slap you. Like, bro, watch out. And there was a curtain behind me, which he thought was a wall.
And when
I got out the way, he tried to use the wall to hold himself up, and it wasn't nothing but space. and so they had like the rack by the drums. Yeah. And man, he fell, and the rack was on wheels, and it just rolled right off. And I'm like, oh shit! Like my ears was pulling. I'm like, God damn, bro! Like, yeah, bro, it was bad, dog. It was bad. Yeah, everybody just kind of looked at him, and I was like,
that's
man,
what you get.
Like, what the fuck was that, dog? Like,
I keep telling, for you non-musicians, stay your ass off my stage, man. Yeah, because bro, it's like not nerve, but it's like not one you drunk. And then two, it's thousands of dollars worth of equipment on here, man.
It was open bar too.
So oh Jesus Christ,
he was smashed out,
so it's like, what if you what if he would have fell on somebody's pedal board or fell on somebody
or ripped the cables out of the box? You know what I'm saying? Like you could have tore the cables out. Like
bro. I forget my dude name, but he's the trumpet player for the black dude with dreads with locks. No disrespect to dread heads. He played trumpet. Anyway, he plays a lot with our good brother Gaker James. Anyway, I heard him say on stage, man, because you know every time you get them hecklers and stuff like that, man. I heard him say, "Hey, man, don't let this song get your ass whooped." You know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, like, look, man, like, you know, this is our job, this is our work and stuff like that. But at the same time, man, like, don't get too comfortable getting on stage and thinking like, because this ain't the same as working at a corporate America gig. You know what I'm saying? Corporate America, they not supposed to hit you back. They not supposed to, you know what I'm saying? But you dealing with a bunch of grown men
with instruments.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, this is our stuff on stage. This is, you know, all that. Hey, bro, don't come on this stage. First of all, just don't come on stage, period. How about that? But
man,
it's like,
they love to get on the stage.
Man, listen. Listen, man, I done seen a couple people get jacked up.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't do that, man. But
now,
man.
I gotta call something out.
Okay.
Now, y'all sitting here saying, don't get on my stage, don't get on my stage. When I was looking at different bands.
Unless you're invited now. That's a different story.
That's a difference.
No. I have seen different bands at a certain establishment. Well, shoot, really more than one establishment in Deep Ellum. And these are the black bands I'm talking about. Some of y'all's. Y'all friends, y'all got to keep that same energy, because I have seen y'all friends come up there and be mingling up there at the stage, and y'all don't never tell them to get down.
Well, that's different. This guy, we didn't know. This guy, we had no clue who he was. Like, he wasn't even supposed to be at the venue at all.
I can't speak for
I've seen it done
else.
at Funk Your Feelings too.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, not Funk Your Feelings. I'm sorry, but the Monster Jam, I've seen it.
Because this is my thing. This is my thing. I hate when, you know how you get that one homie that know everybody that walk in and the band is on stage and they feel like they got in the middle of a song.
Of the set, I've seen y'all dap each other up. Not y'all specifically, but I've seen it at these.
Come on, man.
That don't
on stage.
Yeah, bro.
In the middle of a song.
I've had to correct that a couple times.
Yeah.
I've had to correct it. It's like, hey, bro. You know, you don't. Now, like, if we're at the front of the, like, if I'm on the mic. If I'm on the mic, we're at the front of the stage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll do this or whatever, something like that. But just to get on stage and feel like they got it, no, that does not happen at my show.
Yeah.
No, I retract Funk Your Feelings, but I've definitely seen it happen at the Monsters Jam.
Yeah, I wasn't on stage.
Hey, Donald. I know you remember this when we was on the gig in Nacogdoches and dude came to you on the drums talking about, yeah, man, they told me I could play.
How did you handle that?
I forgot all about him, bro. Like, bro, it's been some stories,
we was on the gig together, so after the first set, break time, the singers was talking about the songs for the next set, and this dude just randomly came up. He's talking about, hey, y'all know this song, I Got a Feeling?
I forgot about that.
And they're like, oh, yeah, we can do that next set. He said, okay, cool, I'll play drums on it. And then walked off. We're like,
I forgot all about
like,
that,
really,
bro.
dude?
He just told y'all he was going to play it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they said I could play. They my mom and them said I could play. Like my mom said, let me play your game.
Now, mind you, we all have on like tux and suits. This dude has on like a sweatsuit.
Wow.
He looked homeless, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey man, like, you're not playing these drums tonight, bro. I'm like, it's cold.
Not playing these drums.
Like, it's cold out here, dog. I'm already ready to go, bro. Like, please just keep it moving.
That sound like,
leave me alone.
That sound like something my goddad would have did.
Like, bro, come on, fam.
That sound like something my goddad would have did.
Yeah,
man.
bro. That was another one, bro.
Man, that was too funny, bro.
Yeah, we'll have to wait on part 2 for other stories.
Man, listen.
Oh yeah.
Part 2 is definitely coming.
Oh,
We'll have to
yeah.
wait on part 2.
Next week.
Cause we definitely got to talk about your viral moment, brother.
Yeah, I heard you went viral, but we don't have time to talk about it. But I would sure like to
The one
talk.
with the guy fell, that one went viral.
That
didn't
one
it?
did,
Yeah.
That one went viral too.
You just a little viral something, ain't you?
Bro,
Man.
I'm just being myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, every situation, it's always been somebody bothering me.
Man.
You don't say you didn't do it.
Like, it's always been somebody bothering me.
Anytime I see a Facebook live and this dude's in it, I am tapping in.
Bro,
oh shit, here we go.
Keandre, I was just there practicing, minding my business. He came up to me and started talking. I was like, bro, like if you watch the video again, bro, like I flipped the camera to my face.
No, that's what made it so funny
you
because
can see me sweating because I was already there practicing and wasn't even worried about him because I seen him the day before, and so I already knew something was wrong. And I'm just like, oh shit. So when he walked in, I knew I had to get my phone ready because he was talking about the shit yesterday. So I'm like, ain't nobody gonna believe me.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, nobody's gonna believe this shit. And man,
I didn't realize you saw him. It was a day. This was a next day situation.
This was a next day situation. So I'm like, all right, this nigga talking shit. I'm gonna record this nigga next time.
Did he know that you was?
Bro, I had the camera dead in his face, but I had it right
And
here.
you know
bro.
what sucks, and we got to get ready to go. But you know what sucks about that situation is like, so I was working at Guitar Center at the time, and so he was a recurring customer and it's like we never got none of that. Like that never happened. Like he never.
We were in Sam Ash.
I was at Sam Ash.
Yeah,
I was at Sam on 75. But it's like he never did that, man. And
Hey, man, I played for Jill Scott and I can play for.
I was practicing. He said, I can show you some stuff.
yeah.
I said, man, go ahead, bro. Like I wasn't even in the mood, bro. Just go ahead. And he didn't show me nothing. He just turned right back around and said, you know, I used to play for Jill Scott. And I was like, hold on. I was like,
Hold on. Put it up here.
you play for who now?
But anyway, man, we could dive some more into that in the part 2. But but before we go, and like I said earlier, man, so we didn't tell you this before, but when we're very selective about who we invite on here, man. Yeah. And so with that being said, we don't bring you on here just to talk to you or whatever, but we also want to give you your flowers.
Oh,
now,
man,
Not any real ones.
we don't have real flowers.
I know I get.
Not even the fake ones.
But
Verbal.
but man, we see you out here working, man. We see you out here. We see you out here grinding, man.
For real.
Like I said, just watching you run your own project, man. Seeing
that,
you
man.
invest in it, seeing you put time in.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know, man. We see you. We appreciate you. We're definitely fans of yours, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
And
Thank y'all,
and
man.
we definitely want you to keep doing what you're doing,
Thank y'all,
man.
man. I sure appreciate that, man.
We definitely don't look at you as a peon out here or anything like that,
Right.
man. You're definitely a dope individual, man.
I
So
thank y'all,
just
man. I appreciate
you.
Yeah.
Real talk, man.
And I was honored, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm here to help, man. Whatever I
Yeah.
can do, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
like, hey, people only gonna watch what they like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, man, if I can help my homies out, bro,
Yeah.
say no more. Dog.
Also,
Say
Donald,
less.
you didn't have to, but honestly, we were laughing because it was funny. Sorry.
Yeah,
Your life is funny. But
it is.
But I will say thank you for sharing that because
Yeah, absolutely.
the fact that
Yeah.
you had never shared it on a platform,
Yeah,
like that.
absolutely.
And I really feel like you're not the only one who has experienced some type
for
of
sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
situation like that with
Yeah.
family. I can't even
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
friends or associates.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the person that you came out of his loins.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
the fact that you shared it here,
Yeah.
thank you so
Oh,
much.
no problem. I just
for
want to
real.
help somebody.
I hope
man,
it was
you know what I'm
very
saying?
very therapeutic to talk about.
Yeah, it was. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like you can tell there's no like bitterness behind it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm over that shit. Like
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
actually laugh about it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I used to couldn't talk about it without crying. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
sure,
Now
yeah.
it's
Oh
like,
yeah, man. That's,
now I'm
I
like,
couldn't imagine going through anything
shit,
like
Oh,
that.
same.
I mean, because if my daddy, the white, you better not ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Well, I'm thankful, y'all. I really appreciate it, man. For real. I'm like,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Well.
Sure, man.
I'll definitely come back if y'all would have me.
Oh,
Y'all
no,
want
you
me
come
to-
Oh no,
back.
you
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
coming back.
Oh yeah.
The producer said you're coming back.
Cause
I don't care what they say.
we got to deep dive into.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
I
a
want to
lot.
know about these viruses.
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
lot.
It gets worse.
That's the name. That's the
gets
name of this
worse.
episode. It
It
gets worse.
It gets
worse,
worse,
man.
man.
Oh,
Like,
man.
it gets worse,
Yeah.
man. And,
That's
you
what's
know,
up, man.
And it just helped, be able to laugh about it, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
man.
And look how far I've come, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, a true
Yeah.
testimony.
Oh, can I shout out this one
Go
thing?
ahead.
Yeah,
In
most definitely.
What you
October,
got?
man, I'm putting on an event in October. It's a sneaker ball. It's to raise awareness for domestic violence.
Okay.
Oh.
Dope.
So yeah, I'm gonna have keynote speakers. I'm gonna have full band. Like we're gonna have a whole band and do like a mini concert.
Yeah.
Kind of a formal situation, man, just to kind of raise awareness, man.
That's dope.
Cause it's
Make
over,
sure you
it
share
gets-
the flyer with us so we
I
can
will.
push it
I
for
will.
you.
It gets overlooked because of breast cancer
Yeah,
awareness
yeah.
month. It's all the same month, so it kind of gets overshadowed a little bit. But that's really a topic that we really miss and look over. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like as a man, I have to step up and say something. Let when women know, hey, we see you. There are some men that do care. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So-
there are some men who are victims as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's really catering towards women, but not only open to just women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all the vendors will be women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the speakers will be women. The singers,
really dope.
they're going to be all women. And it's just a formal engagement with some sneakers on.
Nice.
Everybody
Oh,
come
that's
in with
dope,
their
man.
fresh sneakers on, so.
I might need to fade
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So, once the flyers get out, man, and it's called Storytellers.
We'll push
Okay.
it with you.
Yeah, so once the flyers come out, I'm working with the lady now to get it made, drawn up and everything. And once I do, man, I'll make sure I send
Nice.
everybody.
Dope.
So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to
that.
it, man. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is a part of me investing, that investment thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
I got some money now where I can actually put it into something, and
Yeah.
this is what I'm deciding to do with it.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So-
dope.
At least you putting it in. You know what?
Yeah,
That's a different. All right.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
say that for part 2.
Yeah. So man, again, thank y'all, man. Like for
Yeah,
real,
man.
absolutely.
man.
Y'all,
Well,
y'all the homies, man.
All
Since
day.
day
I
one,
gotta
bro.
say,
All
man.
day.
Well, this was a really, really, really great episode.
I agree.
It went totally different than what we
agree.
anticipated.
Yeah,
I
man.
agree, man.
That's what's up, man. And we ever since we met, we've been friends.
Oh, for
Ain't
sure.
nothing
For
changed.
sure.
So
Yeah.
For sure.
it's gonna continue to be that way, and so we family now.
Already.
So
Already, man.
I'm down for whatever.
Well, yeah, man. Lou, what you got?
Man, well, shoes, man. All minds are clear.
We're standing.
All right,
I
man.
gotta come as a pastor now, man. As a righteous pastor.
Well, hey, man. Once
You better
again,
treat your members right.
once again, be looking out for DJ, man. He got some good stuff coming up, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow, subscribe. Make sure again, man, we appreciate y'all support as well, man. Make sure you follow, subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff, man. DFW Shed Sessions, we doing some good things over here, man.
Yes,
We
sir.
just trying to bring all types of awareness, all types of advice, all types of whatever, man. We just trying to
Nothing but love.
you know what I'm saying, do all that, man. So with that being said, we appreciate y'all. We out, and remember, it ain't gonna suck yourself. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
But why?
What?
But why?
Bro, I swear I was waiting on something real powerful, right?